And we are coming down in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Getting Sports with Drunk. I'm your hostess, Cupcake the Riddler, and I'm joined by
Machcine.
Washable.
Nip.
Toothpick Souls, yeah.
And the Red Baron.
I feel like every other week is Toothpick Souls now.
I forget my other nicknames.
Hey, it's a little dark there behind you.
Ooh.
No, we don't even know what's going
Now
on.
we gotta redo this.
All right.
We gotta...
Welcome to the Mass. Chris Massey will be here
Fired
at some point.
You have 2 shots of fire.
We can't fire him for missing one show. Otherwise, this would be a very different.
Nope, not for missing, for being late.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then you guys are all fired. I was the only one here on time. Well, Peter was here on time. And so was Ja Rule and Alicia Keys. Nothing.
What's wrong with Alicia?
No, I said they were on time.
Not one, baby.
I got you.
Do you get it, Kyle?
I do not.
The song, Kyle.
The song.
Boom, boom. I'm tone deaf. I can't do it.
I'm always on time.
I got it.
Yeah. Once the slightest bit of R&B went to the mic, oh, I know what you're talking about. Yep. Mhm.
So, like, blood tacos, huh?
Yeah.
What's going on? over there?
I'm trying to see. I didn't know
Oh,
if Kendall
Will
had the
Taco?
videos up yet.
Yeah, well,
No, I
taco.
gotta get this going.
Watch that today.
We watched Will
Will's
Cake
birthday
last night.
Yeah, because they did the 1300th episode. Oh, this is Good Mythical Morning we're talking about, by the way. Yeah. We did our 1300th episode. No, so toast
Coming up.
or Around the Horn, Gilberto.
Wait, what?
What are you
Around the Horn,
drinking,
Starting
Kyle?
lineup. What do you got?
Oh, so I got from I don't even know where.
2 roads.
2 roads.
From Stratford.
Yep. I got 2 Juice Hay. Because it's a nice kind of beer, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But
Mark, you should make a Boilermaker with yours.
you guys know what it's all about.
You should make a Boilermaker and then immediately go on Amazon and buy Peter a new wicker basket.
I have from the Hulls Brewing Company, Hulls Export Lager.
Nice.
For anybody who might have heard that incorrectly, it's Hulls, not Paul's.
I said Hulls.
No, I'm saying people who might have heard it incorrectly.
Oh.
I do have a brewery, but it's in my toilet, and it's only after Taco Bell.
This is a famous New Haven beer.
That died and then resurged, and now they make an IPA and a shandy. Red Baron.
From Evil Twin Brewing, Molotov Heavy. Now, I don't know much about this beer. I know there's an original one.
Yeah, there's Molotov Light, and Molotov Heavy.
And this one is...
It's an Imperial IPA, right? Is that what it is, or Imperial Ale? Which one is it?
It
says
is
at the bottom of the label.
malt beverage brewed with natural flavors.
17.2%.
Oh my god.
Very excited. Very, very
Riddler?
excited.
I have from the Souls collection, Super Duper Double Citra from Thomas Hooker Brewing. Now, I've had this beer before, but I've never had it on the show. At least not.
Now, what do you think of it?
I haven't had it yet, Kyle.
What do you
I'll give it at least 1 star.
At least 4.
No.
Oh, you need to give me a shout out, by the way.
Kyle, relax. Got names. Fuck off. Toast of Excellence. You have one, Red Baron?
I do.
Please, share.
In the very impressive Suns victory, Donovan Mitchell had 13 straight points to close out. Well, not close out, but towards the end of the fourth.
Yeah, go ahead and
quarter.
take a big shot, brah.
Donovan Mitchell plays for the Utah Jazz.
No,
You mean
what-
Devin Booker?
That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry. It was the D. It was stuck in my head.
Paul, I got one coming back your way, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I want that one. Send that one back.
All right. I'll go
Devin Booker.
next.
Sorry.
I'll go next. Mine is to the NFL for really fucking plans up for me tonight. So things are going to get a little bit more interesting. I'll explain after this.
Now I have 3.
Oh man, I have 2. That's why I did 1 first.
I'll start with 1 and we'll see
Do
what
1,
happens.
then Souls will do it. Then you go. Then I'll go my second one. Then you do your third one. We'll round
All
it
right,
out.
Don't you have 3, Paul?
No, I only have 2.
This,
Wait, which one?
of my 3,
I know.
of my 3, this is my favorite one. New reliever for the Dodgers, Joe Kelly, injured his back standing too long cooking Cajun food.
That's awesome.
I thought that was
Okay, that
hilarious.
is-
So, toast to you, Joe. Souls?
My toast of excellence into Juju Smith-Schuster, who basically said, "Fuck you, Brown. This is my squad now," by posting a picture of him catching a touchdown against the Raiders with Brown watching.
No
Savage.
Yeah.
19 Savage.
Gross. Second one,
So,
Machcine?
so to piggyback, I'm also doing a toast to Antonio Brown for sticking to his guns and saying no to Buffalo. Saying, I don't want to play there. I will retire before I go.
This one's kind of like not important, but I went to the New Haven Stop and Shop yesterday, and they had 3 12-packs of vanilla Pepsi. So now I own 2.5 12-packs of vanilla Pepsi.
Toast to New Haven Stop and Shop.
They're the real MVPs of the beverage world. Machcine?
My last one happened a few days ago, but it was to LeBron James passing Michael Jordan on all-time
Save it.
scoring.
And then my last one is to Toothpick Souls. Guy makes the meanest peanut butter and jelly triple decker I've ever had in my life. We're talking 2 nights in a row, peanut butter jelly triple decker, the peanut butter to jelly ratio with the bread selection. It's absolutely out of this world. The peanut butter coats your mouth, the jelly washes it down. You're not doing the thing after. You don't need milk. It's the only his peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and I know the reason it is this way because it's the same excitement I had. It's the only sandwich I've ever had where I can eat it and then immediately put a lip in after and not have to worry about any food residue because the perfect amount of peanut butter and jelly washes all the bread out. You're just left with a satisfied tummy.
And a satisfied palate.
The hell was that laugh?
I don't know. It caught me in between.
Ugh, 1 star.
Fuck yourself.
Could you tell me to go fuck myself in the mic, please?
So that one more time?
Is that bad, Machcine? Save it for the beer reviews?
I'm a fan.
All right, so
Go fuck yourself, Ken.
I'm hoping the master's here. I'm going to have to fill him in off Mike when he gets here. So hours 2 and 3 are dedicated to an event that we're going to be doing. And the only reason I'm bringing it up now,
It's the javelin.
it's the javelin. I'm not going to get into too much details because I'll do that in the second hour, but the gentlemen are going to need time, in between talking to kind of go over their material. I've presented packets for them. So basically, the way this is going to work is we are going to do our own Getting Sports with Drunk free agency. So I have provided each of you, the Mass, Machcine, Toothpick, Baron, with packets. You each have 1 team from each of the 8 NFL divisions. And in your packet, it tells you their record from last year, where they ranked offensively and defensively. Their about-ish cap space. A lot of stuff was done today. I did this yesterday. Just this is for fun. This isn't,
Hello.
where their first pick is in the draft, and then their team needs and strengths for every team. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be, and I have a nice list here, I'm going to be a free agent, and you will sign me. You will try to sign me. You will throw offers at me. You may throw offers from your other teams. You get multiple teams on your thing, but you're going to throw offers at me. I'm gonna pick who I want to sign with.
That's a really nice packet. Hold that up for the camera.
Thank you. I don't know what the camera is.
I like that.
I don't know what the camera
Shut
is.
your
Oh,
face. Holla souls at you.
All right, so there we go. So I believe the Red Baron prepared some topics for the first hour to get us to this. So
Yeah, I got a couple things. So
Nice.
we're up on YouTube and Facebook. If someone can,
I just shared the both links. If you guys, Kyle, go ahead and do that as well.
someone double check for me, please. Make sure what the volume's like on there to make sure we're not sound like idiots. But 2 things. This first thing may go by a little faster.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Thank you, sir. We see this every year with the Patriots. They lose, a game or they lose 2 games in 3 weeks. Like, oh, is this the end of the Patriots, legacy? Is it finally going to end? And then they go on to win the Super Bowl. I've seen a lot of stuff about the Golden State not being like it was 4 years ago or whatever. And I was curious, not a shot at you, Mark, because I'm in the same boat, but more so for Kyle and Paul. Is there any way, especially for NBA, these teams that, been successful for, we'll say, 4 years consecutively, and then this is, I think, the worst they've played in this span of this super team being together. Is that correct?
Well, since the super team?
Well,
Like, what do you mean? Like since Durant, or since they've been winning?
since they've been winning.
No,
I
the
guess.
first year was probably their worst year, right? The first year they won it without Durant when they beat Cleveland.
Yeah.
That was probably their first year. That was probably their worst year.
As
Then the
being-
next year was their first year with Durant.
No, the next year was without Durant, when they went 73-9.
I thought that was with Durant.
That was without.
Yeah, it was-
Okay.
yeah, it
So
was
then they
before
lost
Durant.
to the Cavs. That was their best year. I mean, regular season wise. And then last year was really good, and I think then that was the year before that. I mean, it's not like the Patriots. It's a little different than the Patriots because they're not like they're more star-studded. Like the Patriots aren't like they don't have Antonio Browns and
No,
DeAndre
yeah.
Hopkins and stuff like that.
Right.
Like if next season, if like the Chiefs were to have like the season that the Steelers had this year, like that would be a little bit more, not the Steelers. I shouldn't say the Steelers. Let's call it like the Cowboys.
Mhm.
Make the playoffs, but like weren't that impressive. Like that would be a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm curious because it seems like every time I jump on whatever, I'm reading highlights like, oh, another close loss, or Kerr is
Well,
pissed
I
at
think the
Draymond.
Patriots
or
are more
whatever.
like the St. Louis Cardinals. They just kind of always find a way.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
regardless of how many chips are stacked against them, they just I mean, obviously not lately, but like that's my take on it.
My personal opinion about the Warriors in that point is Golden State. I don't think a lot of the players fit the way that Boogie plays, if that makes a lot of sense.
No, I think Boogie's the weak link on that team.
Because you have Draymond who took a big step back this year. He's not defensively sounded.
Swapping papers over there.
Yeah, switch it so he doesn't have his own team.
Nah, that happened.
But defensively, he's still good, but he's not getting the assists, he's not getting the rebounds because DeMarcus Cousins is taking that away from him. And Draymond Green's good at finding the open lane.
How much does the minutes hurt for Draymond?
He still plays about 30.
He's still the starter.
Yeah.
He's still a power forward. He's
Their bench
So-
is weak.
yeah. So before Cousins, like when they went small, Draymond would play the 5 and Durant would play the 4. But now with Cousins, Draymond plays the 4, and when they go big, he plays the 3.
Okay.
And then if you talk about the team and why it's assembled, why they're losing more games this year, because when those 4 or 5 guys come out of the game,
The bench is
you
just.
don't have the guys like they did in the past to.
Outside of Sean Livingston and Andre Iguodala, the bench depth's really not there.
Because back in when they won those 73 games, they had Andre Barbosa, they had not Andre Leonardo or Barbosa, they had
Leandro.
whatever.
Captain Barbosa.
They had Andrew Bogut, they had
Hey, they got Bogut. They got Bogut back.
they had a bunch of guys to make up for it. Now they don't.
So, do you guys give any weight at all? I don't really have a lot to go on this because you guys have a much deeper NBA base than I do. And I just equate it to the Patriots. The Patriots have a very 20 years history of winning. And the Warriors right now, in whatever you want to call it, 5-year span, 6-year span, whatever you want to call it, 5 year being very super successful. And to me, this seems like this is the year that it's kind of not falling apart, but definitely where the cracks are kind of forming. So is there any weight to that?
No, I think Golden State got really hot not hot, but they had the perfect storm of coming together, in my opinion. When that team came together and those both the so what I'm looking for not the team, but the organization. The organization bred players like Curry and Thompson, and the later additions like Durant, and then these free agency plugs that they put in, whether it was McGee, Bogut, Iguodala, Livingston, players like that. That whole thing bloomed beautifully at a time when the West kind of hit a slump.
Mm-hmm.
For a long time, the West was super competitive. I mean, you'd look at teams that would finish 12th in the West that would be a 6 seed in the East. And we're kind of getting back to that shift. And I mean, they lost to the the Magic, which is out of their division, and that's going to happen. You're going to have a game where you don't deserve to lose. Like,
But they also sit guys. Like they're playing guys to rest right now and for the playoffs.
right.
Like against the Magic specifically, they sat Kevin Durant. You know.
Well, they're still in first, correct?
Yeah.
But the thing with that is, and part of the reason that they are sitting players now versus next month,
Because they can.
well, they can, but also because, in my opinion, the West is so much more competitive now that these players they're doing more. They're taking a little bit more of a beating than they did 2-3 years ago. 2-3 years ago, I mean, really for their past 4 years as a dynasty. You look at their competition in the West, and you got what? The Rockets. So help me out here. You got the Rockets, the Trailblazers.
The Blazers are the team that's going to give them most trouble, in my opinion. But
for the past 4 years, not counting this
you always
year,
have the Blazers. You always have the Rockets. You always have.
San Antonio hasn't been the same since Duncan retired.
You know, you have the Nuggets now.
But the Nuggets, this is recent. The Nuggets are recent. You know, the Clippers are recent.
Have been around.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're doing
Before
much better
Blake and
this year.
Jordan
Right?
era.
Yeah.
Well, the Lakers were never a thing yet. They're still not.
Right. So they kind of picked the perfect time to bloom as a team. The West wasn't as competitive, and then as it became more competitive, they went out and they got Durant. Because if you remember,
OKC was very competitive.
yeah, if you remember, OKC was kind of the team to beat for a year or two in the West.
They should have beat them.
But I don't really attest it to the Patriots just because the Patriots always find a way to win.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Golden State, like, if you will call it their first test, but not really. Because like last year, did this past postseason, did the Patriots get a bye? Did they end up squeaking in the 2, right?
Yeah, they got the 2.
But they didn't get the 1. If the Warriors, I'd be more willing to make this comparison if the Warriors get passed up by the Nuggets. If the Nuggets can hop into the 1 seed, is it the Nuggets that are behind them? If the Nuggets can hop into the 1 seed, and then they can do it where they, but it's the same fact of the matter that, Golden State, they're going to have home court advantage until they have to play Denver, and that's assuming that somebody doesn't beat Denver. And I think Portland can beat Denver in 7. I think Houston can beat Denver in 7. I think Oklahoma City can beat Denver in 7. I mean, so I wouldn't make it to that comparison.
So you think it's more kind of just like the media making it, something to talk about, just
Talking
because,
point.
Yeah. So
But a big thing, this is kind of off topic a little bit.
like a little bit.
Sorry. This is kind of off topic a little bit. But I personally see the Warriors getting beat in the finals by any of the top 4 East squads.
Top 5.
Not the Pacers. If they magically got there.
I think if the Pacers get there, watch out.
I think any of those 4 or 5 teams match up perfectly with the Warriors. And I get like the West is more deep and like West is more dominant. But the East's front 5 is better than the West 2 through 6.
Plus, on top of it, the top 4 teams in the East are all extremely deep. They're all deep from their starting 5 to their 12th man.
Like the Sixers played the Rockets, but they didn't have Embiid. That's a big loss, but that's a big thing with the Sixers when you don't have Embiid, when you do have Embiid. So like now he's back, they finally put it together last game. But like I said before, those 4 or 5 teams in the East, I think, are better matchups than anybody in the West. Like the Patriots, I believe that the teams in the NFC are a better matchup with them than the teams in the AFC.
Yeah.
Because the NFC teams, don't ever have, like the AFC teams worry about the Patriots. They play them. They study them.
Well, look at it this year. The Lions beat them. The Bears held on to the end. I don't really remember the Packer game. I think the Packers got blown out. But I mean,
but like those NFC teams they study them, but they just play their own game. They don't beat themselves. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah, and that's my whole thing about New England is that the teams always come up with AFC teams like, oh, we're gonna come up with this new way to beat the Patriots, and it never works. The NFC teams they put pressure on Tom Brady.
they play their game.
Yeah,
and it's like a different thing now because the NFC teams are a
Well,
little.
it's a mind game. It's a
a
mind
little
game
deeper than the AFC.
It's a
teams.
mind game that teams get themselves into because you look over the past X amount of years, it's the Patriots have always played their 3 teams in the division.
Yeah.
They've always played the Patriots. It's always been like the Colts or the Texans, and then the Broncos or the Chiefs. And then, so it's like they play kind of like the same teams every year because they've always been on top. The Steelers relatively are number 1 in their division. Until recently, the Chiefs, Chargers, it's been a little interchangeable, but they play them like the Steelers are the best example, and it's not a shot at your guys' team, but like you guys might go 3 years in a row without beating them, so they're just like, well, let's try something different. Let's try something different this time.
Yeah.
Then let's try it, and it's
One
whereas
time
the
we fucking
NFC
beat them,
teams,
we fucking-
every time they play an NFC team, it's all right. We're either the only time we're going to see them outside of 3 years from now is in the Super Bowl. So there's no point in really trying to change up our whole game plan for 1 week.
Yeah.
Let's play our brand of football and kind of fine tune it to what we need to do to stop them. Whereas AFC teams are willing to change their entire playbook to beat the Patriots.
And then they don't.
Yeah, exactly. Did you see the gunslinger Jesse James got signed today?
Yeah, I was a little disappointed. I liked him, but whatever.
My fantasy court tight end next year, Vance McDonald.
Hey,
Mine's going to be Eric Ebron.
Not if I get him first.
I'll get Charles Clay or some other idiot.
He signed with the Jets.
Did he? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I think I saw that. Actually.
Clay's bouncing around the AFC East.
Well, he's making his rounds.
Dwayne Allen's a Dolphin.
I'll go to the Patriots, win a Super Bowl. Kendall will hate him forever.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it will go down.
Love Dwayne Allen, big Dolphin guy now.
He signed with the Dolphins.
Yeah, they're fucking just bad.
All right, save the NFL talk.
Sorry.
All right, Facebook went down. I think we got it back, so hopefully you guys.
Harper made his spring training debut.
0 for 0 with 2 walks.
So playing that Harper baseball.
But most sellout spring training game of all time.
You think Kyle's going to be really mad if we all start shitting on Harper now?
Yeah, you guys all love him. And then he goes to the Phillies, and I start to like him. And it goes downhill. Man, we need a rotation, though.
Well, still having trouble with Facebook. I'll figure it out. But I don't want to talk too much football, but I saw this thing on Bleacher Report
So I'm
today.
just going to give up on the Harper talk.
Well, do you want to keep talking about
Well,
Harper?
there's one other thing.
What do you want to say about
There's two
Harper?
guys that drove from Philadelphia to Florida just to see him play. That's a little excessive. Just wait the extra 3 weeks.
Well, people go to spring training all the time.
Yeah, but they wouldn't buy tickets for that one game. Just wait 3 weeks, dude.
Maybe they're just really
So,
excited.
so real quick, Kyle. If before that first game, if Paul called you and said, hey, listen, let's go to Florida and watch Harper's first, you would say no?
Probably.
Liar.
Let me pause and drive to Florida.
You would not say no, and you know it.
Well, it's baseball. I never said baseball. Listen, baseball is my kryptonite. Like if it's around, I'm gonna fucking want to do it or watch it or do something about it.
Rub it against you.
I love it. It's like
Hey.
my favorite thing in the world. It is my favorite thing in the world.
Hey, I understand. I'm with you.
It's not your favorite thing in the world.
It's not my favorite thing in the world, but,
But,
I
like,
like it a lot.
I'd rather
you know?
do that than a lot of things.
I like, doubles are awesome. I'm not saying it's better. I'm just saying I like them a lot. That's why I'm agreeing with you. All right. Enough of this.
I could watch a Padre-Dodger game, no problem.
I could too. I used to at Eastern. My favorite part on Wednesday night was coming back from whatever class, or whatever, and watch the horrible West Coast ESPN game. And a lot of times it was the Padres or the Giants. So I saw a couple of Giant games when they were not that good. Well, they were still kind of good at the time, but it was like
when you were in
in-between
college,
year.
dude, they were part of that 3 World Series in 6 years thing.
Right, but it was like the in between year. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Where
okay, gotcha.
They were still good, but they weren't going to win the World Series.
What do you got for us, Reed?
So I saw this thing on Bleacher Report, and
It's wrong.
well, it was just the thing about the Steelers. Did they blow this opportunity with Brown, Bell, and Roethlisberger, the Killer Bees, blah blah blah? And it said, was this the best squad to not win a championship? So I took some football and baseball and basketball. I couldn't do hockey. I wanted to pick stuff that we've seen.
Yeah.
With the exception of some outliers. So I figured I'd throw a couple at you. I have a couple here. Maybe we could eliminate some.
I'm going to throw one right at you right off the bat. I don't know if it's on your list.
What do you got?
The 06 Mavericks losing to the Heat is a bigger upset than the Steelers not winning a Super Bowl.
So I went through a couple lists and I did see that, but I did not
My
choose
big
that
thing
one.
is the only thing you guys really lost out of this whole deal These guys had the best trio of celebration people ever. The birth, the hide and seek, the bench press, the pickle when they played pickle with the football.
What's the like? They're the best
the best
trio
group,
to not win.
To not win. Now, I
Okay.
didn't take that route with these teams. I just picked like teams that like perhaps should have won
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something
I
like
gotcha.
that. Because I didn't want to go through like, oh, well, this running back, blah blah
Yeah.
blah. So the first one I had on this list, I picked the 2013 Broncos just because the offensive year that they had, Peyton Manning with 55 touchdowns, the defense was good. It wasn't the number one defense, but I'm pretty sure it was a top
It was
5.
up there.
You know that Jay Cutler and the Bears were second in offense that year?
Yeah.
Well, especially, I think that one's bigger than the Steelers, because especially with the way that they lost the Super Bowl is how
Right.
rough
The
that was.
roster offensively was good. I mean, no Sean Moreno, I think, was decent at the time, and they had C.J. Anderson.
Dude, what happened to that guy?
I don't know. Just
Which
kinda-
Went
one?
to the Dolphins.
Which one?
No shot.
Moreno.
Oh, he died.
He was
CJ
so
got fat.
He was so good in Denver, then
He went to the Dolphins.
and then just lost his job.
You know, they had Demaryius Thomas and Wes Welker was there. Julius Thomas, who was having an incredible stretch.
And Owen Daniels.
And
Emmanuel
the
Sanders.
suburban uncle.
Was Sanders there
Yeah.
that year?
No.
He left the Steelers in 2010. Maybe not 2010.
No, I don't
I don't know
think.
if he
I
was
don't
on
think
the
he was at the.
squad.
I think he went
He
to the
might have
Broncos the year after.
I thought it was the year at, but I could be wrong.
I thought he was there.
So we'll break it down. We'll do like sport by sport. We'll pick a winner, then they'll go up. Then I have the 2007 Patriots. To go 16-0.
Yeah.
And then to lose that way.
It's gonna be some time before that happens for the Giants.
You had an AB like Randy Moss there.
And then I just do this, though we didn't see it, I had to mention it. The Bills going to 4 straight, 99.
That might be the worst.
Yeah, but the Bills weren't the best team in all those Super Bowls, though. That's the thing. Like, I mean, they went to 4 straight, but I mean, it's like the whole thing with like the East, like the NBA. We talk about West versus East. It's like, oh, well, I was the 4th seed in the East, and it's like, congrats, you probably would have missed the playoffs in the West. Like, so I don't think the Bills were the best team. I think they were the best team in one of those Super Bowls.
I have to go back. I know it was during that time. Like the Patriots were bad, but the Dolphins were also good because it was the Marino era.
Yeah.
So I'd have to look back. So it's hard. I just had to throw it in there because it's 4 straight. But I guess it really comes down to 2013 Broncos or 07 Patriots for you guys. What do you think?
Hold on.
You got one? Another one?
Yeah. What about the Warriors blowing a 3-1 lead to LeBron in the finals?
Well, I was doing just football.
Broncos. No, 07 Patriots.
Yeah.
Patriots.
Well, I don't know.
It's tough. He's like, you hear 16-0.
07 Patriots.
Because that was a team, I mean, they steamrolled through the whole season. I mean, no one really came close to them.
Giants almost
The
did
Giants
the first
did
time.
in week 17, but I mean, the Patriots just kind of rolled through everyone that year.
See, if I was a Giants fan, I wouldn't want my team to win the division. We do way better from the wild card spot.
Oh, yeah. We just got to sneak in there. Real, like a week 17 slide in.
Succeed. We're golden. All right, we'll jump. So we have the Patriots winning as. All right, we'll move on to. You want to do basketball or baseball first?
Tennis.
Tennis? Okay. I have.
Andre Agassi.
And that's it.
Andy Murray.
Andy Murray.
And I have Andy Dick also.
Great tennis player.
Johnny McEnroe.
Do basketball.
Basketball? Okay. I have the 2002 Sacramento Kings or the 07 Phoenix Suns. You guys would know the Kings roster better than I would. I know that
Chris Webber.
Did they have Williams or Bibby?
he was on that squad, I'm pretty sure.
Thanks. Which one?
I knew
Mike.
that was coming.
Mike Bibby.
No, not Mike Williams.
And Mike
Jason Bibby.
Jason Bibby.
That shit was just so dumb.
That team was so good, that Kings team. But the problem is,
They faced Kobe and Shaq.
yeah, they had to face Kobe and Shaq, and then the teams out of the East weren't that. I mean, I think the biggest not crime. I think the biggest upset for any basketball franchise is that Phoenix Suns team never even made it to the finals. So I think they would have to win it. They didn't even make it to the finals. I
It
mean,
was Steve Nash.
Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire,
Amari
Sean
Stoudemire.
Marion, Boris Diaw, Leandro Barbosa.
Tell you what, I'm liking that name popping up a couple times tonight.
Leandro Barbosa.
Barbosa.
It's gonna be your toast excellence next week. So what do you have? You have the
Suns.
Suns. All right.
I'm going with the Kings.
Of course we are.
They have Pager. When you have Pager, you should win always.
So I think by numbers though, I think the Suns are moving on. Majority.
Okay, but Pager is cool.
He is cool. All right. So we will
What team did
be.
he play after the Kings?
He went to the Timberwolves for a
Close.
little while.
The Hornets.
That's what I said.
Give me $10.
For baseball, I have 3. Now, this is kind of falls in the Bills category. The 94 Expos. They were 74-40, and then the strike. So that kind of ended that season, but they were on pace.
I don't blame them for that.
Well, it's just a talking
Yeah,
point.
it's not blaming them. He's saying that they're one of the best teams in baseball that didn't win.
I have the 2011 Phillies. They went 102-60. You know, they had Roy Halladay, you know, who was at the top of his game at the time. The roster was pretty much the same, you know, with Cliff Lee, so on. Cliff Lee was still there, right? Was he the 3?
Well, Kyle wouldn't know.
Or did
Clifford
he go?
wasn't there for the first one.
Kyle's just recently a Phillies fan.
For in 2011, was he there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
I was just trying to think of the rotation.
I don't know if he came. I don't know if it was 2011 or 2012 when he came back.
And then anyway, but it was
Because
Roy.
he made an awful trade with the Mariners.
Yeah.
None of those guys came up.
Anyway.
And then I have the 2001 Mariners, 116-46.
That team was really good.
You had Griffey, Edgar Martinez, A-Rod, Randy. No, was he there yet? Was he still there?
Yeah, but the 05 Astros had Chad Qualls.
I don't know if Randy Johnson was there.
Well, you had Aaron Seeley, Freddie Garcia in their primes.
No, because 2001 was when the Yankees lost to the Diamondbacks, and Johnson was on the Diamondbacks.
That's right.
I wonder how many people there are in the world that only know who Chad Qualls is because he gave up a grand slam to Paul Konerko.
Well, he was a really bad Philly, so.
Yeah, so we're a lot of people.
David Bell, who's now the Reds manager.
I had this vision of walking to
Lenny Martin.
walking to a bar in Chicago, and you just say Chad Qualls, and everyone goes, "Whoa!" Just go nuts.
But that team was just so stacked.
All right, so you in agreement that the Mariners. All right, so of the 3, the 2001 Mariners, 07 Suns, or 07 Patriots. Mariners take the cake no matter what.
That team was loaded.
Dude, that was Griffey, like, in prime. Like, prime.
I forgot
Prime.
how we even got on the subject.
What do you mean?
Like, what were we talking about?
Oh, I
So,
just
like-
mentioned I saw they said the Killer Bees were the best squad to not win.
All right. So, did the Mariners make the World Series?
Nope. They all
Oh,
no.
Yankees.
So it's got to be the Mariners or the Suns because the Patriots with that trio didn't make the finals, the Super Bowl.
The Mariners lost to the Yankees,
The Suns lost to anybody they played in the Western Conference Finals.
and the Yankees lost
Actually,
to the
I don't think that
Diamondbacks.
Suns team ever got out of round 2, did it? Did they ever make it to the Western Conference Finals?
They might have, but
I don't think they did.
no, I don't think so either. I think
Because
they lost to the Spurs
when they
twice.
were big was like when the Spurs were really big. The tail end of LeBron or Kobe, Dallas was good.
I think they lost one to Dallas, one to San Antonio.
They might have never made it to the Western Conference Finals.
How about the most fun World Series I ever won? The Florida Marlins.
Yeah.
Mock begs to differ.
2003. Then they traded everyone the year after.
Hey,
Mine's
they got their-
what the 2003 2 Diamondbacks.
2002 with the Giants.
That was
Not
the first.
Angels.
Which one was the one the Diamondbacks won where they beat the Yankees?
2001.
That's my favorite World Series. It's the
2002.
first World Series I remember watching.
2002 with the Giants. They beat the Angels.
Yeah.
Tell you
Love
what,
those
I remember
jerseys.
watching it because I was like, I watched baseball that year, and then I remember looking at my grandpa going, "That guy's really tall to be pitching," and he goes, "Yeah."
So I'm throwing a perfect
that
game.
Diamondbacks team was good.
All right, man, let's do it. Goat versus goat debate. LeBron passes Jordan, all time in scoring. Who's the goat? Who's the basketball goat? Just real quick, shout out to this though. The goat of sports though, at least the 4 major sports, Wayne Gretzky.
Yes.
You know, in
He's
my
the only
head,
he's the only person that's not. There's nobody that's like, yeah, I could think of somebody. No, you can't. You can't. You just can't.
in
Souls.
my head, I thought for sure you were going Bartolo Colon there.
Oh, that would be good. Yeah. That would be funny.
Souls.
Or something
Yeah,
else.
Gretzky.
Souls is beating out Gretzky.
No, he's not.
In what?
Points,
NHL,
goals, everything.
NHL 19.
Points goals.
It's Wayne Gretzky because I mean, baseball's just like all over the place.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone has different opinions on baseball. Football, it kind of boils down a little more. You get to like, it's like down to like Brady, Manning, Breeze, Favre, Montana, maybe Rodgers for some people. And then basketball, it's pretty much down to 2, a little bit of 3. Like some people will throw Wilt, Bill Russell, Kareem, and Kobe into the mix, but it's pretty much down to LeBron and Michael Jordan. So who's the GOAT? LeBron passed Jordan in points. LeBron will probably finish his career as the number 1 scorer all time.
Jordan.
I have Jordan, and I use this argument way too often. Probably, I mean, though you're the best in your division, I mean, best in your conference. If you go to the championship and don't win, but I think there's a lot to be said for going 6-0. That's kind of like that's part of my argument about the Joe Montana thing. And I don't know. I feel like that there was never, and you guys could speak on it probably better than I would. There was never a time where like, someone said, "Oh, Michael Jordan doesn't have."
The Jets, man. First Crowder, now Joshua Bellamy. They're doing that guy no favors at quarterback.
Loading up for a, subpar year. Yeah. Hey, maybe it'll be a breakout year for Crowder.
Anyway, so.
But I feel like there was never a time where Jordan was not ever questioned. You know what I mean? I feel like LeBron, people in the media or fans were like, maybe LeBron's not this leader.
One thing that's never talked about, and that is that all time, yes, Jordan's 6-0 in the finals versus LeBron's 3-6.
Oh, sorry, the mass in full Cardinals attire.
But another fun fact, and not to pick a side right now, but LeBron in his postseason career is 8-4 from making it to the finals. I think he's 8-4. He's made the postseason 12 times. He's 8-4 in terms of going to the finals. Whereas Jordan's actually 6-7. Because a lot of people forget how
That's an interesting.
Jordan, but because Jordan was drafted in 82.
Yeah.
So there were he almost immediately turned the Bulls into a contender, but they just didn't have the pieces around him until they started adding Pippen and B.J. Armstrong and Paxson.
Did you almost say Kirk Heinrich?
No, I almost said Kerr, like Steve Kerr.
Damn.
Kurt Russell.
See, I think it's tough when you compare players that obviously the greatest of all time is going to be past players to current players, but it's just the way we are as a society is so different. Jordan didn't play in the social media era that we have now. It's the same the Montana Brady. It's just so different.
Well, I don't. That one's more different for style of play, but not social media. Because
no, I know. I'm just saying the way
all Brady's doing is kissing kids on camera.
But just the media coverage is different, and I think if Jordan played with the social, he would have been just as.
Oh, Jordan would have been.
He would have been all over. So it is different.
But the thing is but Michael Jordan would have never if the Bulls when he came back from retirement were going. Say by the All-Star break they were 30-22, he wouldn't be sitting there let's see what we can get for Pippen.
I agree.
Let's get rid of Rodman. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have done that stuff. So let's break it down then. All right. So we know that LeBron's ahead of Jordan in points.
Well, Jordan as a Wizard made the playoffs. LeBron as a Laker did not.
True. So and I think it attests to it too that we said you can't consider LeBron the best player in the world anymore. If he doesn't make the playoffs, so does that take away from his GOAT status? Because Jordan,
I think so because everyone thought LeBron was going to be a final candidate this year.
Yeah. So so championships is 6-3, Michael over LeBron. These don't really matter, but NBA seasons, LeBron's in 16, Jordan played 15. They both have been in the playoffs 13 total times. LeBron's got one more All-Star vote or game than Jordan in one more season. And then we get into honors and awards. MVPs, Michael Jordan's got 5 to LeBron's 4. Jordan's a 6-time finals MVP to LeBron's 3. All NBA first team, James is 12. Jordan's 10. And we're going to see that break this year too. Because James is not making first team all NBA first team. Defensive teams, Jordan 9-5. Defensive Player of the Year, Jordan 1, LeBron never. Scoring leader, Michael Jordan 10 times to LeBron's 1. Steals leader, Michael Jordan's 3 times to LeBron's 0. Both won Rookie of the Year. As of this point in time, Jordan's got 30 to LeBron's 27 points per game. LeBron's got 7.5 to Jordan's 6.5 rebounds. 7.5 steals for LeBron to 5.3 from Jordan. 2.5 steals to LeBron's 1.5 steals. And actually, at this point in time, as of today's date, they're tied at 0.8 blocks a game.
I think when it comes down to it, it's really going to depend on Space Jam.
Well,
That's going to be the determining factor.
Here's the other thing, too, that I'd like to add in for the GOAT debate. So, when LeBron passed Michael Jordan on the all-time scoring list, it took him 150 more games than Jordan. It took him almost 5,000 more minutes played. It took him 868 more attempted free throws. And it took him 3,202 more three-point attempts. So that's the other thing. For LeBron, I mean, like for me, the most impressive scoring title people are like Shaq. Shaq put up however many 18,000 points or whatever it was. He only made 1 3 in his career. 1 3. Attempted.
Do we know who that's against?
Probably the Sixers. But I think it's Michael Jordan. I think the GOAT is still Michael Jordan.
I think it'll forever be Michael Jordan.
I think the only thing that would ever change it is, like, let's say LeBron plays, this is going to be ludicrous to say, but let's say he plays 10 more seasons and he continues to go, who makes to the finals 8 more times out of that.
Because you hear arguments too about, like, when Jordan came in, he had all those years where he didn't make it to the finals until the 90s when he was almost in his 30s. And he didn't, he didn't have the cast around him. They added pieces through the draft and whatnot, and they eventually built that team. Well, LeBron didn't have the pieces. Well, LeBron went to a finals when he was his first run with Cleveland, and then when they didn't add the pieces he wanted, he bailed and went to a super team. Or a big 3.
Yeah.
He went to a big 3, who then became a super team with the additions of, like, Ray Allen. And Michael Jordan, the GOAT thing for me is it's not the 6 versus 3 titles. If you take Michael Jordan off of all 6 of those Bulls teams, they maybe win 1 of those championships, right? Maybe one, maybe 2, right?
Yeah.
Souls?
Yeah.
This is more geared towards you than anybody else here.
Yeah, I agree.
But for LeBron's 3 championships that he won, he wouldn't have won, like, if you take, like, I understand, like, if you take LeBron off the court, they probably wouldn't have beaten the Spurs. But Ray Allen really beat the Spurs. Is that fair to say, Kyle?
The only championship that
I don't know what Kyle's doing right now. He's like in a different world.
No, I'm listening.
No, you're like, huh?
No, the only championship I really think that would have really gave LeBron that push to being the GOAT is if he won last year.
Yeah, I think so too.
To beat Golden State twice?
No, like just
in general?
like the team that he had last year, and if he won, he would have been the GOAT. He single-handedly brought them to the championship. Everybody thought they were going to lose in the first or second round. Not maybe not the first, but definitely the second.
Yeah, shout out to Steve Van Gundy. Did you hear what he said? He said on national television during a game that the Lakers need to reevaluate everything they've got going into next season, and they should strongly consider trading LeBron.
Yeah, I read that.
LeBron's not a good fit for that team.
He's done. Like he doesn't care about basketball right
See,
now.
I don't think that he's done.
No,
I think it was just a bad.
That's not
it was
what
a
I
bad
meant.
fit.
I meant
No, it's a bad fit with the players, but also him going to LA. He's focusing on post basketball now.
That's what I mean by done. Not
His
that his game is
HBO
Okay.
bullshit, like the school thing was cool. That was awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take anything away from that. There's nothing, I don't test to take things away from basketball. Not at all. But he's doing photo shoots and stuff for Space Jam. He's missing practices to film these HBO things with the barbershop or whatever.
Yeah.
He's he's never showing support for the little guy. He's always out there talking about the people are just trying to hold Antonio Brown down. Cap's doing the right thing. Like he's always putting himself into the negative player media. And then to top all of it off, he's not been a good role model for his team.
Yeah.
like his team gave up this year because they Because they were going to trade their entire starting five besides LeBron to the Pelicans
for one player.
And they were like, "What the fuck, dude? Like we're getting better. We're still 24, 25 years old. We're going to be the ones that make you go to the championship in 2 or 3 years' time."
Lonzo Ball is more important to the Lakers right now than LeBron is. That'll be my crazy fan take on that. Lonzo Ball plays better defense, and LeBron, just like Lonzo, their games aren't their games if they don't have a kick out option for three. And so without it, LeBron's been playing bad defense.
He's watching.
Yeah, Kuzma had to push him into a three-pointer. He had to push him into somebody shooting the shot so that he would play defense on him. He hasn't been the same guy. He hasn't been the LeBron that we know.
But last year, LeBron showed the killer instinct of he wants to win for the city.
Yeah, and I think really, like Kyle said, what would have cemented his GOAT status was last year's finals chance.
Yeah.
I think what really put a big knife or last nail in the coffin for his GOAT status was I'm activating playoff mode early and then just shit the bed.
Yeah.
I mean, the Lakers lost. I mean, it's not just on LeBron, but LeBron was not putting LeBron numbers up. LeBron was not going sicko mode. LeBron was not playing with the heart and soul.
Suns and to the just the team that they shouldn't be losing to. Like, and all in all, like I get it. Like LeBron wanted to go to the Lakers because he wanted his kids to be in LA. He wanted the spotlight on him again. But in all, the best place for him is the Cleveland Cavaliers. He cared so much for that city, and that's the fact. Like, he wanted to win for his own city. Now he's in LA. He's like, all right, how can I make the most money?
Yeah.
And I get it. Like, you get to that point where you just want to make the money. But you know what? As a fan of that team, you don't want to see that. You want to, like, Kobe, right? Kobe wanted to win for the city. He wanted to win championships himself. I don't really remember Kobe ever getting that humongous deal. I'm sure he's got it.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think I ever heard him bitch about.
No, I can't.
I want this guy. Trade my team for him.
No.
He's like, okay.
Kobe was like Jordan.
Get the best supporting cast around me.
When it came to and this is the first time we've really seen this from LeBron. So I don't want to say it's like a regular thing from him, but Kobe, like Jordan, when the game got tough, if there was 6 minutes to go and they were down 10 to a team they shouldn't be down 10 to, Kobe, just like Michael Jordan, was like, all right, I believe in my team, but I know I can do this, so I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And LeBron has not done that this year. And LeBron does not believe in his team. And I think I honestly think it's a bunch of bullshit that he doesn't, because I think that before all these trades were happening, he had the best young core in basketball around him. The Sixers have the most talented young core because of Embiid and Simmons, and the Celtics have a bright future with their young core. But when you look at how young that team is, Lonzo still has potential to be an all-star point guard.
He's 20 years old.
He has potential. He's never going to be Damian Lillard or Russell Westbrook, but he has a chance to be like a Gary Payton or like a really strong two-way point guard with amazing vision, like Chris Paul defense with Steve Nash passing abilities. Like that's what he has.
Ben Simmons shooting.
Exactly. That's what he has potential for, though. Kuzma has the same, in my opinion, Kuzma has the same ceiling as Jason Tatum. Kuzma showed us last year that he can take over games, that he's ready to be on the big stage. He still has improvements to be made, and I think he would be the first to tell you that, but he showed that he has the talent to do it. Zubac was great. Was it Zubac? Is that right? Ivan Zubac? Is that his name, Kyle?
Zubac, yeah.
Yeah. Like he was a great young talent, and they got rid of him. I mean, granted, it was before LeBron got there, but Randall was great for that team. Like, I don't know. This year's LeBron really kind of.
So, quick thing before we end on it. Ben Simmons just came out with his own quote the other day that said that he and Joel Embiid want to win the championship for the city. Okay?
No, they want to stay.
They want to stay and win a championship.
They want to build something special, and they want to win championships.
The reason why that's so special itself is because yeah, they'll demand the money, but they want the guys around them to make that happen. It might not necessarily be Jimmy Butler or Tobias Harris, but those guys. The reason why Joel Embiid is so good, in my opinion, is because he plays the game for love. And he plays the game for the fans. He's very good, phenomenal, deserves all the money in the world that he gets. But he's not going to demand that kind of money because he wants to win. He felt the destruction of losing.
You want to know something too? And this might be kind of like an oversight type of thing, or whatever. But you ever notice that these players that are like this, like the what Simmons said? Now, granted, there's still a lot of room for Simmons and Embiid to become assholes. I'm not saying they're going to, but they're young. I mean, not a lot of young players are like, I want to be a dick. I want to demand money and go. I want to go where the bet. Not everybody is Kyle in 2K.
Right.
I want to go whoever's going to win the championship for the most money.
I just want to play for different teams.
But like, no young players really like that, and so time will tell. But you ever notice that the teams that are really, or the players that are really like that, they're not American-born players. How loyal has Dirk been through good and bad?
Yeah.
Steve Nash was loyal and would have stayed with Phoenix. Phoenix didn't want him anymore.
It's in with Dallas. Dallas had a choice between Dirk and Steve. They chose Dirk. Understand that.
Yeah.
But he wanted to stay in Dallas. They didn't have the money to
Right.
get him.
And Steve Nash, when the time came, he wanted to stay in Phoenix. Phoenix didn't want him anymore because he was older and he was getting injury prone. But Steve Nash was as loyal as it came and played with a burning passion, just like Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid do, just like Dirk did for his entire career, just like Peja did, just like Pau Gasol did. Pau got bounced around, but Pau was traded a lot. Pau wasn't leaving for big contracts.
See, the only reason why he left Memphis is because he didn't, which is weird to say, but he left Memphis because they didn't have the scenery that he wanted, not the money. Like Memphis didn't have.
They didn't have the people. They didn't have the personnel.
Yeah, like Pau came out and said
Memphis Pau wasn't a 3-point shooting Pau, like he did when he was with the Bulls and has been. Like Memphis Pau was down low, nitty gritty, fighting for every rebound, blocking shots. That's what he did. Yeah, I know. I saw.
Oh, okay, making sure.
I saw it like 3 hours ago.
Paul watched last game. Okay, the Sixers were down by 10, 15 points against the Pacers. Embiid was out for the most of the first half. Am I wrong?
No,
I didn't get to watch the whole game.
Well, no. He played halfway into the first, and then he came in like with a good chunk left in the second.
The second half came. Okay, Embiid was like, they're at home. Okay, Embiid took over. He fed off the energy. If you're not feeding off the energy of your home crowd, you're fucked as a player.
Yep.
No matter what sport you're playing. If you don't have fans cheering for you and like loving you, then there's no point of being an athlete, in my opinion. Like any like the Steelers, like we saw with Brown, like we loved him. Like every time he started to play good, we cheered, we loved it. But once you pull that bullshit, it starts to go the other way.
And it depends on your fan base.
Yeah.
Different fan bases. I mean, he could if he had played his whole career with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they would have put up with that bullshit. But the Steelers have been around for a long time and have a storied franchise of not dealing with shit like that.
We have Heinz
that wouldn't
Ward's.
fly in Chicago. It wouldn't fly in Green Bay. It wouldn't fly in Pittsburgh. It wouldn't fly in Baltimore. These teams. I mean, Baltimore is younger, but Baltimore developed a very loyal, very strong-minded fan base. But we got to go to break. When we come back, we're going to be doing the free agency game, and that is going to dip over into hour 3 as well. We might go breakless for the last 2 hours.
Yeah, whatever we got to do.
We went a little long here, so we'll go on break for like 10 minutes, and then we'll just close out strong with 2 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be back. I'll explain the free agency game, and then at the end of all that, we got beer reviews, social media plugs, the whole 9 yards. Don't disappear.
And now, back to Getting Sports with Drunk on the PPRN Radio Network.
Welcome back to Getting Sports with Drunk. I'm your hostess, Cupcake the Riddler, and I'm joined by...
Soulzay!
Loving the energy over there.
Yeah.
Liked it a lot, yeah.
Had his Wheaties this morning.
Usually when we come back, you're like, Getting Sports with Drunk, we're back. I like that a lot.
Thanks.
I beat him to it.
I had a new beer. I opened a new beer. That was part of it.
Is
Sips of Fireball will also do that to you.
Is it better to the other?
If you're listening, click over to YouTube. Check us out.
Yeah, go to YouTube.
Watch us.
Also, and Kendall's wrong. Now, none of you are going to guess this, but Kendall's going to guess it off the clue I'm going to give. All right? I want everyone
Bless
to
you.
give a guess. Kendall, I want you to go last, though, okay?
Okay.
I did have cereal for breakfast this morning. It's the number one cereal most likely to make you shit your pants.
Frosted Mini Wheats.
Yeah, mini wheats.
Mini weights.
I didn't think any of them were gonna get it. I didn't think you guys were
Well,
gonna get it at
I
all.
think we've talked about it before.
Actually,
That's
you
not-
talked about that in school.
Actually, you had Stop and Shop brand.
Yeah, I didn't have
Shredded wheat.
No, I didn't have frosted mini wheats. What I had were mini sugar-coated fiber cubes. That's what they're called.
You know how I
Those
knew
pack
that?
a punch.
You know how I knew that? Because he said it yesterday.
Yeah, we were talking about it yesterday, actually. That's
mean,
what made me eat it this morning.
I used to have like a bowl of those and a cup of coffee. It was like a battle.
Oh,
No, you know what? The
Coffee's gig.
the best stomach thing I've ever had happen to me, and I tried it to see if it would actually work. So I actually drank, you know the Yeti, the big Yeti that I have, the 32-ouncer?
Yeah.
So I drank one of those of coffee and then refilled it with coffee. So I
Oh
drank
God!
64 ounces of coffee.
You're
Big
talking
gulp.
full growler.
Yeah, I drank a growler of coffee, and then immediately, right after I finished, because I wanted to do this, like,
Cleanse.
experiment. So then the first thing I did was I went to Moe's, and I got the hottest thing on the menu and put more hot sauce on it. And,
Oh.
There you go.
and let me tell you something. I had the runniest firm poop of my life.
So
Paul
how was
visited
your
me at
trip
work
to the
today.
hospital?
Well, the thing was, like, this might be a little graphic, but I'm going to describe it.
You put on the fast track.
It was a hard poop, but like with a ring of wet around it. So it was
I
like
know what
it
you're
was like
saying.
a waterfall, and then when the waves parted,
He's describing
The log.
like what a hot dog's that come right out of the package.
like imagine taking like a really imagine taking a tree trunk and putting it in between a waterfall.
There we go. Yeah. Like Splash Mountain.
that much flow.
Toothpick.
Splash Mountain.
How was your remake today of your Burger King sandwich?
You
It was
ever
very
made a
good.
Burger King sandwich?
Did you complain?
So I had to do something in Wallingford today, so I stopped in at the Wallingford Burger King to visit Gilberto Souls.
Yeah, I'm pretty good there.
I noticed that while he was working, his shoes bad shape. So I sent a text I called his father while I was waiting for my food and told him that he needs new work shoes for his birthday. Looking out for you.
You notice how indented they are?
Yeah, you were walking on the sides of them.
But that's how he walks.
No,
No.
it's because he buys cheap shoes. It's because he buys cheap work shoes.
But he walks that way in his sandals.
No, I know that, but the work shoes get soaked with grease and sludge and Wallingford's finest cum, and
Sludge.
so they mold
That's
that
what
way.
the cum is.
But anyway,
Yeah.
so I ordered the lady, the old lady that's
Yeah,
always
yeah,
taking.
yeah.
Yeah, she's very
Shout out,
nice.
Joni. You're definitely not listening to this.
She very nice, but very often confuses orders, especially when you get complicated, which I didn't think I did. I asked for a Bacon King, add XL sauce. Somehow got an XL King extra pickles. Now anybody who knows me knows no bueno.
Oh boy,
So I had to pull Kyle to the side and tell him. So Kyle was like, just
pull
give me a
the
sandwich.
manager in.
I'll make you the other one. Because the XL sauce is the stacker sauce, and it's bomb. I also got the new funnel cake fries.
How are
Those are
those?
being discontinued as of
Do those
15 hours
Are there
ago.
ads out or no?
No, they're done because we ran out of them.
But were there like was it no? Oh,
No.
so it's got under the radar.
Dude, they're fucking trash.
No, so the ones that I had today were a little overcooked, but I also saw whoever cooked them wasn't a big fan of how they cooked them.
Looked like he worked for a carnival.
No. The guy
Bitch.
who cooked them put them in the same basket as the guy through the drive-thru's chicken fries that he ordered.
Ooh,
It was
So my
Kim.
funnel fries were cooked with chicken fries.
that's
How was
bad.
that?
So they got
bad
burnt.
prep.
That's how they cook.
No. Because the ones I had before were nice and fluffy. Light colors.
Listen, it's Kim. She's fucking
Riveting
terrible.
Sports radio.
Hey,
Getting
listen.
Burger King with souls.
No, this is a sports show, and I think we're moderately funny people. I think we get.
No, we're not. Sorry, Peter, but this little tab here's...
But the thing is that Paul
It's
saw
just- it was
single-handedly
it kept
today.
folding up and hitting me in the balls.
Pocket that.
Paul saw single-handedly today on how hard I actually fucking work at that place.
Yeah, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
More riveting radio. But there's a machine in the back past the fryers. You put something in it. Like you put it in a basket, shoved it into the machine, and then you took a black little tray with two handles, a handle on each side.
That was grilled chicken.
and
Man.
put it in
It's
the side.
It's a bowling ball cleaner.
That's what drills the
Kyle
hole.
put the food in. He went to do something else, came back. He like walked past it, went like he made like the and then went back, grabbed this black thing off the top of it, shoved it in the side, and then just walked away. And then him and his coworker Angel kept like fighting over which button to hit on the fryer.
My dog was named Angel.
Get out of here.
So what's this game you got for us here, Paul?
So top 10 worst Burger King orders all time. No,
Riddler's
Fish.
ranking.
Definitely
Yo, by the
the
way,
onion
at
rings.
4 o'clock we had like 700 fish sold. Sorry, but it needed to be told.
so we're gonna play
It's
the
not even Friday.
hashtag GSWD free agent game. So the Red Baron is showing you his packet.
Yeah, he got a good one.
Yeah,
I
the
definitely
Giants-
got the best one.
Look, it was by random.
No, I
just
know,
kept
I'm being funny.
Sorry.
No.
Mock, you're getting so many garbage. I'm not good at
It
math.
would have been way easier if Jeff was here.
Kendall, you definitely got something
Why?
good.
It wouldn't have been even. It would have been even swap, but there would have been more people that had different
Yeah.
teams. I didn't want to give anybody their team. So with me not being part of the packet holders, there was only 3 teams with 4 people.
Yeah.
So it just didn't. Yeah. Anyway. So the way this is going to work is I made this over the weekend, and so I had to cross off a lot of people because we've had people commit to teams but not sign yet. So things can change, but that's more of an NBA thing than an NFL thing. So I'm going to take the role as some of the NFL's top free agents. And these
Mr. Bell,
fine,
what are you doing here?
These fine gentlemen have
Shut
been
up.
promoted from getting sports with drunk co-hosts to being the general manager of 8 NFL teams.
Because that's not a horrible idea.
Hey, Adam Silver is going to be the commissioner of 2 leagues soon.
Fun fact of the day.
I'm sorry, what?
Adam Silver was asked by a lot of NFL
The owners like, take
if he'd
over.
like to be the NFL commissioner
I
as well as
remember
NBA.
Oh, is in addition to?
Yeah, he could do it. He's a smart guy. The guy looks like a penis. This is what Kendall's going to look like in 30 years.
See this rug right here? Forget it.
But
It's
so
out.
yeah, so
I can see it.
basically the way it works is I gave each of them one team from each of the 8 NFL divisions.
Yeah.
With and then in the sheet, it looks fancy, but it's pretty simple. It's just their record from last year, where they finished in their division, their offensive, defensive ranks, their rough cap number. Like I said, I did this over the weekend, so a lot of players
Things
have submitted,
change.
so cap numbers are different. This is for fun, so don't get your panties in a wad if you're listening. And you're like, that's not their cap number.
Yes, it is.
I also included their first draft selection so that you have a general idea of where they're kind of picking throughout the NFL draft. And then I put their team needs and their team strengths by my opinion. So that is something, if that's brought up, there are certain things. Like for the Raiders, for example, whoever has the Raiders, I put offensive line as a team need. Now, after their signing today, they kind of only really need one more piece to be an okay offensive line. But when I made this, they didn't offer some guy $36 million guaranteed.
They also have Tom Cable as their
So,
offensive line coach.
needless to say,
What was
I'm
the head coach
excited.
at
I
one
hope you
point?
guys are
They're the
excited.
fucking Raiders. They're gonna
This
suck
was
anyways.
a kind of a nerve-wracking segment for me because this was the first time I've ever proposed a segment where nobody knew what was going on. I did all the homework, prepared all of it, didn't tell anybody what was happening. I just said, need a head count.
If I may, Riddler, very nice job. This looks like an awesome segment from the outset.
If you want
Be
to
a
suck my dick,
kiss
just go
ass
to the table,
mask.
right?
Plenty of time for me to bomb it.
You can also suck my dick.
Fucking make out with the guy already.
All right. So, with that being said, we're going to start off with just real quick some commitments from today that I had on my list: Trey Flowers, Landon Collins, Nick Foles, Teron Matthew, Trent Brown, Dante Fowler, and Terrell Suggs, which I was actually upset about because I was really...
The Suggs one surprised me.
Me too.
Actually, Bob Soules called that yesterday.
Just that he was
NFL
leaving or that he
insider.
was going to the Cardinals?
They're going to the Cardinals.
Well,
Wow.
because it's from his hometown.
Well,
Yet the
No, it's
guy
not.
won't come on our show.
No, it's not.
We went to school.
Where he went to school. Kyle, just because you went to school doesn't mean it's your hometown.
That's
Whatever.
right. Kyle says that Mike Trout's from Philly. Well, he's from Jersey. So
Dude, first of all, I never said that.
yes, you did.
I said first of all,
Yeah, people
fucking
say,
hometown. He's going to the Phillies. Bryce Harper's bringing him there.
It's like-
I don't care. I'm a Bryce Harper fan again. Now,
Again,
I was
Were
a
you
big fan when he was 16.
Where in Jersey is he from?
that's illegal.
2 hours away from Philadelphia.
But where?
I don't care
I
anymore.
want to know
How
the
old
town.
were you?
He's tampering.
how old were
He
you when he
admitted
was
it,
16?
and it's
Can we-
over.
Can we start calling you Michael Jackson Souls? 'Cause
Whatever at this point.
You're like,
How
I
old
love
were
him when
you?
he was
How
16.
old were you when he was 16?
Fucking 16.
He was 15.
So you
Is
had a
Harper
man
a year
crush on a
older
boy
than
your
us?
age.
Yeah.
What's that?
Harper's a year older than them?
Harper's.
I thought he was younger.
Harper's
than us.
my-
Harper's a year older.
He's
Stroud's
a
Stroud's
couple
our
months
age.
younger than me.
So he's our age.
Stroud is our age.
Before we digress anymore, Kyle Souls actually faced
Oh, that's
Matt
right.
Harvey.
He was born 2 days after me.
I was drunk when I said that,
All right.
and
So-
I
This
struck out
motherfucker.
every year.
Let's
in
get to the
Harvard.
free agency.
Yes.
All right.
All right. So we'll start off with a minor but impressive name. Little Homer, but all right. So, hello, general managers.
What's up?
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Adrian Amos. I am a safety in the NFL, 25 years old, formerly with the Chicago Bears. my 2018 stats, I recorded 2 interceptions, 1 fumble recovery, 73 total tackles, 1 sack, and 9 pass deflections. My last contract was my entry-level contract at 4 years for $2.5 million. I would also like to add, not as Adrian Amos, but just as a speculation, I believe that Adrian Amos is on the free agent market in the same way that Kyle Fuller was last year, in that the Bears want to see what he's worth before they give him a contract.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
What is
for Paul or for Adrian?
for Paul?
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me switch on my phone.
What is the position of SR?
Strong
Slot
receiver.
Okay.
Strong rapper.
SR is slot receiver. I think I
DMX.
spelt out pass rusher, but it would be PR.
Yeah.
ST is special teams.
Okay.
K for whoever has the Bears, obvious. I thought about putting DD for that one, but
Double
I
doink?
didn't want to. All right, Mass.
Question: is Steven
hope
Kostowski on this list?
Steven Kosowski will be on this list.
All right, so we're talking Adrian Ramos. All right.
All right, Adrian Amos. Yep, safety. 25
Ramos.
years old. I'm 25 years old. I'm a safety, and I'm seeking my first big NFL contract. So wow me, gentlemen. I need offers. Anybody have an offer to start with?
Yeah, I'm from the Chicago Bears,
Ooh, all right. I'm liking where this is going.
and I like you. You played very well for us last year, but I'm going to offer you a 3-year, $15 million, all guaranteed, of course.
Of course. That's never a thing, but okay.
Just I would like to have you back on my squad.
All right. Does anybody have any other offers?
I'd like to make an offer. I'm just,
Using the calculator?
well, partly. I'm trying to see you versus some other gentleman around your age group.
Are you looking up like other contracts?
Yeah, and the sight of mine is way too in depth for me. Someone of my intellect.
All right. Let me.
I'll jump in here.
All right.
From the Houston Texans,
Mm-hmm.
I would offer Amos
Me.
a 4-year, $20 million. 10 guaranteed.
Fuck you.
Okay. Just for a quick question, by what year do I have all my guaranteed money?
Isn't it?
Don't they space it out?
No, you can have it all by like
So
2
like
years in.
Trenton Smith, is that his name? The offensive tackle that signed,
Mhm.
or the offensive lineman signed for the Raiders, right?
Something like that.
Anyway, he signed with the Raiders for 3 years for like $50 million, something like that. 36 of it guaranteed. All 36 of the guaranteed money will be paid by the end of year 2. So
Oh.
if they cut him, they don't owe him anything.
Yeah.
It won't be dead cap.
Then I'll get in the first 2 years.
Adrian, I'm sorry, I can't match that deal.
Hi, I'm from the Lions.
Fuck
You're
yourself.
fucking doomed, dude.
All right, go ahead.
I'd like to offer your contract 3 years, $22 million. Give you $13 million guaranteed, all paid out in the first 2 years.
How much guaranteed?
13.
Over 2 years. All right.
3 years.
No, guaranteed.
Oh, yeah, all right.
All right. So this is a peculiar situation. I'm not going to do this for all the players. I'm doing this for only players I think this would actually happen for. So, are all the submissions in? Did anybody else have anything else to submit? No? Okay.
I have nothing.
So, Chicago Bears. I played for you last year. I like the organization. I like the team. I think it's going in the right direction. However, you're not the best offer I got. The Detroit Lions offered me 3-year, $22 million contract with $15 million guaranteed, $13 million guaranteed over 2 years. Can you give me something better than what you offered before?
I can offer you a 5
So I'm out.
I can offer you a 5-year contract worth $18 million, 15 guaranteed, all paid by the 3rd year.
So you're offering me
So
less money. Per
2
year.
more years.
Giving
Less
you the
money.
years so you can play longer with the team. The guaranteed money is the same. Be adding more money toward incentives.
All right. So I would
Incentive.
like to. This is the last one. I'd like to offer a rebuttal.
I can't.
I'll do.
Nope.
I can't offer you a rebuttal.
You can't. But I can't give you any more money.
Here's
Kyle, your
rebuttal.
cap space is $18 million for the year.
$20 million for the year.
Yeah, you offered me $18 million over 5 years. That's only $3 million.
Go ahead.
All right.
You terrible GM.
Dude, I'm so wrong.
I don't want a 5-year contract.
Okay.
It's too long. I'm still 25. I don't want to be 30 hitting the safety market again. So, give me 4 years for $18 million, and I'll drop it down to $13 million guaranteed, and you have my signing.
Done deal.
All right.
Welcome,
Sorry, Lions.
Welcome
Sorry.
back. You're Chicago Bear.
Right. So,
Yeah, didn't want you anyway.
there's a little bit of on-air, behind-the-scenes work type of thing, but what do we think of that? Do you want to do all of them like that? Do you like
Yeah, that
kind
was
of
fun.
thing?
I like that.
Hey,
It's the-
negotiation.
There's not a lot of players that are going to be like that. Like Earl Thomas, I'm not going to be doing that with for the Seahawks, and like obviously I'm not going to be doing that for Bell. But like,
Earl Thomas
like,
is gone.
But
He gave the bird.
I know,
But
I'm
that was
saying-
a unique situation.
But I think that the 2 Bears free agents on this list are kind of in that boat.
Yeah.
So, all right. All right, so Adrian Amos was a Bear. I'm liking this game so far. All right.
You're welcome.
GMs, my name is Preston Smith. I'm an outside linebacker, 26 years old. Last year, I recorded 53 combined tackles, 4 sacks, 1 fumble recovery, 1 interception, 1 defensive touchdown, and 3 pass deflections. My last contract was my entry-level contract at 4 years, $5.8 million.
Who did you play for last?
I don't remember. It's been a real fun offseason. I was hanging out with Diddy.
Been there, friend.
Which one of you? There's 8 of you.
I'm just saying I've been there. I
I
can't
think he was
offer
a
you any
Redskin.
money.
Yes, he was.
He was. And there is a certain somebody in Kendall's packet that has some serious interest in me in real life.
I'm going to take the Rays on the
I'll
first.
give you a hint. Blue and red.
Yeah, cool. Speaking of that. I'm over here in Washington.
Ooh, you're offering a re-sign?
I'd like to re-sign you, my friend.
Okay.
A 3-year deal worth $9 million. 4.5 guaranteed. With a $1.5 million player with a bonus.
All right, so you want 3 years for $9 million. How much guaranteed?
4.5.
4.5 and a signing bonus of what?
1.5 mil.
Over the 3 years?
Yep.
Okay. Anybody else?
Cincinnati Bengals here.
Ooh, all right.
You're fucking wrong, dude. Bad choice.
Why? Could you hate that team?
Everybody that's I'm going to say that.
As the Bengals, Burfict's gone. We need help at linebacker. So we're going to offer you 4 years, $12 million, 5 guaranteed, and we'll match the $1.5 million bonus. The bonus over the 4 years, guaranteed in the first 3.
Son of a bitch. Good offer.
Anybody else have any offers?
Yeah, my name is Wayne from the New York Giants.
Wayne, his name is Dave.
Well, my name is Wayne.
Dave Dombrowski.
Went to high school with Dave Dombrowski.
Did you?
Also the GM of the Red Sox. Fun fact.
Same guy.
That guy's like 70.
You ever seen Jack?
Fun name. Fun name. All right, Kendall, go ahead.
I'd like to play some petty game with you. I'd like to offer you 4 years, $14 million, with no signing bonus. 4 years, 14, and of that, 6 guaranteed in the first year.
Wow. That makes no sense, but okay.
Hi, I'm from the New Orleans Saints.
Get out of here, Jeff.
I'd like to offer you a 3-year deal worth
Mhm.
$10 million. Give you 4 guaranteed with a $1 million signing bonus. Give you a chance to play for a contender.
$1 million signing bonus?
I'd also like to tell you we have Case Keenum.
That's going to sweeten the pot for you.
All right. Okay. I'm going to mull over my offers. So we're going to go right off the bat. We're going to go ahead and we're going to eliminate the Redskins from contention.
Because fuck the Redskins.
Wow. I
Well,
have
no, it's
to
just
tell you that you're gonna.
it's the least of the deals. It's the same salary that the Bengals offered me, but the Bengals offered me a higher percentage of guaranteed money.
I get it.
With the
I'm
signing-
not
same
upset.
signing bonus.
I'm just a little upset.
And honestly, the Redskins should have picked up my 5th-year option if they wanted to offer me a low income.
We got Landon Collins. Fuck you, Ma.
That was mean.
This is tough.
Don't sign with the Bengals.
Sign with the Bagels.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna go for pride on this one,
Yes.
and I'm gonna sign with the New York Giants.
All right.
They offer me the highest percentage in terms of guaranteed money. It's about 45%, whereas the other two offers were about 40%. And the defense is really hurting, so I know I'm going to play. What are you doing? This is an off-air thing.
Yeah. Just making a ton of noise over there.
But it's it's a defense that's obviously hurting a little bit, so I know I'm going to get my playing time, and I get the chance to kind of be the new face on that defense.
I like it. Good call.
Good
Thank
luck.
you for signing with me.
Good luck in New York.
Thank you,
Fuck you, Ken.
Hey, that's the only move I'm making.
gentlemen.
As the Giants.
Literally the only thing you're gonna do.
Gentlemen, I have no stats to offer you for this one, but my name is Matt Paradis. I'm a center. I'm 29, and I signed a 1-year deal for $3 million last.
With who?
Why does it matter, Mass?
He was a Bronco at one point.
He still is a Bronco.
He is with the Broncos, Jess.
You have the power. Look it up. I'm going to tell you who I'm from.
I'm going to jump in here.
Ooh, all right. We got the first offer.
I'm the Seattle Seahawks.
Ooh, okay.
Well, the Seahawks won this guy.
We need offensive line help. We're going to offer you a 2-year, $7 million deal.
Okay.
$1 million signing bonus over the 2 years.
Any guaranteed?
Nothing guaranteed.
Wow. Any offers?
I'd like to jump in.
Mhm.
Hi, my name is the Arizona Cardinals.
Okay.
Liar.
We desperately need any kind of talent on our team. I'd like to offer you a 1-year prove-it deal, $10 million. I'll give you
The Seahawks are having a heart attack from the other room.
I'd like to give you a 1-year, $10 million thing. Give you $2 million signing bonus, but nothing guaranteed.
If you don't take that, you're dumb.
It's a 1-year contract. It's all guaranteed.
Oh, well, all right. Well, not if I cut you.
You got to cut me halfway through the year?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Hello here. I am the New York Jets.
All right.
Oh, God.
How are you today, my friend Matt?
Hoping that you are more drunk than the Cardinals.
Well, let me tell you this, my friend. So, I'm offering you a 3-year, $18 million deal worth, and 4 of it guaranteed. I want you, all right? I got a lot of money to spend, man. I'm willing to throw a lot of money at
You
you.
remind me of the LSU guy from The Blind Side. I want him. I want him bad.
So, like, come to the Jets. We'll pay you. I'm not going to promise you a lot of wins, but we'll pay you.
Okay.
Wow. Hey, Matt. Wayne here from the Broncos. Listen, we've really enjoyed your time here. We don't want you to leave. Now, we're in the market for making a big move, but we want to keep you for 1 more year. Now, we won't want you to relocate, anything like that. I want to offer you 1 year, $8.5 million, and a better parking spot.
My thing is, you're going to play in a bigger city with a bigger...
You're going to play in the town that drafted you, the city that drafted you. You're a high jersey. And you know what?
You're going to play in the Big Apple, baby.
We're going to throw in any jersey sales. You get 100% off of that.
Well, you can get 4.
We're a playoff team.
We're on the verge of the playoffs. We've got a young running game, and we just signed a semi-elite quarterback.
I'll even give you a signing bonus of $2 million.
I like to rescind my offer.
We want you. We want you bad here in New York. We're ready to have a winning culture.
I'll give you 2 years, 11.5.
You signed Jamison Crowder. No, you're not.
2 years, 11.5.
Yep. The other offers still stand. With the
No,
parking,
you just changed. Oh, I mean the better parking
better
spot.
parking spot, and the jersey sales.
What was the jersey sales?
100%.
So you get 100% of my royalties.
Yeah. Anything that's
For a
sold.
center.
I'm not going to
Name-
promise you that.
Name a GM that does that.
Bill Belichick.
I'm
So
Wayne.
I have a question for the Denver Broncos.
Yes.
How many jerseys of mine are you going to buy?
Me, myself personally, or you mean what you anticipate being sold this year?
No, you personally, for friends and family and such and yourself. How many of my jerseys will you buy?
I
14.
can guarantee 5.
So I'm gonna make it $5. All right.
Jersey's
guarantee-
pretty expensive. That's
I'll up my guarantee to $5 million.
Just burn that money.
so that's $120 jersey on NFLShop.com. And I have to make
Is
a
the signing
custom.
bonus
They're
over
not
the 3 years?
Over 2.
2 years. First
Yep.
2 years.
Unless
Yep.
I'd like to be.
Come play in the playoffs.
I'm gonna have to sign with the Jets.
Have fun rotting.
Seattle was a good offer. Cardinals was hard to pass up, but for the same reason with Denver, I wanted a longer contract. Wanted a longer contract to prove myself. The Jets have a lot of money, so I think they're going to be hungry in the running back market. As a center, that's what I do. I fill the holes so the running back can get in there. Young quarterback, better,
You
little bit better than center.
upgraded our center over.
Plus,
Sam Darnold.
plus, not to
Over Nick
mention,
Mangold.
Seattle.
Didn't play last year.
Seattle, you offered me $7 million over 2 years. The Jets offered me $7 million a year for 3.
Hey, good call. Just gonna, have fun being.
I said that
4
so
and
that you
12.
can mark that down. So
I got it.
$7 million subtract from the Jets.
Oh, dude, wait till one guy comes on the board.
Yeah,
I have a
just wait.
feeling that there's a certain guy coming on the board that you're gonna have a little bit more than one offer for. You have to fight with yourself. All right. Hi,
What's up?
Hi.
I'm Earl Thomas.
What up?
I'm a safety, 29 years old. In 2018, I recorded a whopping 22 tackles and 3 interceptions in 4 games played.
We're gonna franchise tag him.
My last contract with the Seahawks was a 4-year, $40 million deal. And I am kind of the last big deal in safety.
Earl Wayne
Thomas,
here.
29 years old.
I'm gonna jump in first.
Mhm.
I'm the worst team in the league in the Dallas Cowboys. We've already been linked to Earl here. I'm gonna offer you 5 years. I'm sorry, I misspoke. 4 years. 35 million. 15 guaranteed over the 5 years. $5 million signing bonus.
Cool. My book.
The Cowboys are going to go all in for Thomas. They're going to spend.
I mean, you are.
They're going to spend.
As a member of the Cowboys.
Come on, Jerry.
Yep. Take the deal back. I'm selling the team.
Is the hooker policy open?
Oh, wide open.
All right.
Jerry supplies them.
You have to sleep with his wife first because he won't.
She's dead.
Jesus.
Wow.
That's true.
Hey, Earl.
Yeah.
It's Wayne from the Green Bay Packers.
All right.
We'd like to make you an offer. Very similar to the contract you had in Seattle. We're going to give you 2 years, $20 million. Have the chance to play with a team on the verge of winning the division and going to the Super Bowl this season. That's about all I have to offer you.
No signing bonus, no guaranteed money.
Oh, well, guaranteed. I'm sorry, I misspoke. I was excited about my speech about the playoffs. Of the guaranteed money. Don't laugh at me, Redskins. Of guaranteed money, I could offer you. Of the contract offer, I just got to do some quick math in my head. Sorry about that. I could offer you 15 guaranteed
Over the 2 years.
over the 2 years.
Hi. We're the Detroit Lions.
Oh, and a good parking spot.
The Detroit Lions would like to offer you a 4-year, $52 million deal. We'll give you $22 million guaranteed first 2 years.
Where are you going to park?
Any other offers?
Cowboys will match that.
Okay. How about this? I'm the San Fran 49ers. I'm offering you 1 year, $7.5 million deal, all guaranteed. We are we have your boy Richard Sherman. We are ready to win now. And you're coming off an ACL injury. We're ready for you to have a perfect year deal.
We would like to go over the Cowboys and offer you $25 million guaranteed.
Take them.
All right, so
My offer stands.
Wait,
All right,
the last
so-
deal or this deal?
Green Bay and the 49ers are out.
Yeah, let's throw your name out there.
I've recently put out there that I want to make somewhere between $13 and $14 million a year. So Dallas is offering me, if I'm 4 years, $52 million, $20 million guaranteed over 2 years.
Yep.
$5 million signing bonus.
Yep.
And
And
that's that signing bonus, by the way.
the Detroit Lions are offering me 4 years, $52 million, $25 million guaranteed over 2 years.
With a $5 million signing bonus.
You will be able to get arrested as many times as you want if you play for the Cowboys.
And shoot yourself in the foot.
Do you want cheese heads? Is that what you want? Because we got them.
Count me out there, boss.
Count me out.
You also get to play with Matt Patricia if you sign with the Detroit Lions.
It's right
just
there. You
saying.
should go with Jerry.
All right, so question for Dallas.
Yeah.
4 years, $52 million.
Uh-huh.
$20 million guaranteed over 2 years, and $5 million signing bonus.
Yeah.
No increase on the guaranteed money. No increase on the signing bonus. Will you do 4 years, $55 million?
One moment.
He's going to go with no.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going with Dallas.
Damn it. Do we not get a chance to rebuttal?
No, I don't. I'm not calling you.
All right.
I have my offers. You guys have texted me your offers. I chose to call Jerry, and there was nothing about a hooker policy in Detroit.
So what was the final deal here? 4 years.
4 years, 4 years, $55 million, with $20 million guaranteed. So you're and a $5 million signing bonus over 4 years. So we'll call that
14 million.
1.5. What?
14 million off the cap.
All right, so call $14 million off your cap. All right, gentlemen. We're doing on time.
It's almost 9 o'clock now.
It's almost 10 o'clock.
Does your phone not change?
I was going to the computer.
We're living in the fucking 1910s.
What else we got?
1890s,
All right,
baby.
my name is Jordan Hicks. I am an inside linebacker, and I am 27 years old. Last year, I recorded 91 tackles, 3 sacks, a fumble recovery, and 5 pass deflections. I'm coming off of my entry-level deal at 4 years for $3 million. And for all you assholes out there that are similar to the Redskins, if you must know my personal life, I recently played with the Eagles. Unless you're talking about number 49, Jordan Hicks, then I played with the Cardinals.
I would like to give a call from the Baltimore Ravens.
Yep.
We'd like to offer you a 3-year, $16 million deal. We'll give you $7 million guaranteed.
3 years, $16 million, seven guaranteed.
Over the first 2 years, we'll give you a $3 million signing bonus.
Signing bonuses over the 3 years.
Souls?
Hello, I'm Kevin Colbert.
Okay.
I'd like to offer you a 5-year deal worth $15 million.
I'm not going to pretend. I don't know who that's from.
Pittsburgh.
All right.
5-year, $15
Should
million.
have just said, hi, I'm a shitty team.
I don't want you.
I don't want you.
5-year, 15 mil, 7.5 guaranteed.
5 years for 15 mil, 7.5 guaranteed.
Yep.
Signing bonus.
Nope.
I have it's Wayne from the Rams. I'd like to offer you 4 years, $17 million, $10 million guaranteed over the first 2 years.
Do not want.
10 mil over 2 years.
Yes.
All right. Any other offers? You guys can offer from more than one team in your sheet if you choose to.
You know what? I'm calling in from the Houston Texans.
All right.
We're going to offer you 5 years, $30 million, with 6 guaranteed over the 5 years. $1 million signing bonus. Sign it. Lock it up. Let's go.
Please don't sign with the Rams. Please, please,
Anybody else
please,
have any
please,
other
please, please,
offers?
please.
Yeah.
Scott.
Off my pen, but I'm the Indy Colts here, baby.
Okay.
We're going to offer you a 3-year, $30 million year, 10-year guaranteed.
I get my money for 10 years.
What?
It's a 10-year guarantee.
That's a 10 mil guarantee.
Said 10 year.
Whatever, yo.
10
3
mil
mil-
guarantee. 10 mil by what year?
Year 3.
So the whole contract.
Yeah. We'd like you to be part of our organization. We're starting to win. We believe we're going to be a Super Bowl contender, and by this year or next year, come join us. Be part of the winning culture.
Would have been cool if you said culture.
Yeah, dude, I'm not smart enough for that.
Coltrane.
All right, well, I can never count out the Rams. I mean, they just went to the Super Bowl.
We also have a parking spot with your name on it.
All right, here's the deal, though.
There is no parking in
I'll
California.
also give you a parking spot.
I'm interested in the Rams, but I'm allergic to arthritic knees. Any chance you could cut all arthritic players from the
Please
team?
do.
Yeah, we're actually looking to shed the dead weight. So, absolutely. What did you have in mind?
Fuck
Get
Todd
rid of
Gurley.
Gurley.
We're going to sign Trey Mason.
I missed. What did you say?
Trey Mason.
Good name.
Oh, man. All right, so Pittsburgh's out. You only offered me $3 million. If you didn't want me to sign there, you shouldn't have offered me a deal.
Nope, I'm in the Pittsburgh Steelers. I need a middle linebacker.
I'm
Bro,
also
we're gonna
going
sign. I mean, we're in a
to-
draft.
Get $40 million in cap space.
All right.
All right, so here's the deal. Texans. The Colts are offering me more money per year, and that's not a big deal because I like the length of your contract, and much like the Colts, you're a winning team. You've proven that you're winning now. But seeing as how by the time before my contract's over, you're going to have to pay Deshaun Watson, there's a fear that you'll view me as expendable. I need more money guaranteed. Now, you offered me $6 million over all 5 years. Will you offer me $12 million guaranteed over 4 years? $3 million a year.
I'll do the 6 over the first 2.
6 over 2.
Yep.
8 over 3.
All right.
You just got yourself an inside linebacker.
All right. Can you tell me the contract details again?
Yeah, so I'm gonna be about a $9 million cap hit.
Those Texans just spending money. 713 or 281? What's your area code? That's what I thought. Mass, you okay over there?
Yeah, Mass is wearing a beige undershirt, and I thought it was his skin. And I was like, oh my god, this is your skin?
What are you counting calories over there? What's going
Yeah,
on?
but against your skin, that's so pale looking.
Yeah, it's thin. What do you want? I'm reading all
To
the.
lose weight?
I'm reading all the recipes on the back of the Ritz
We
box.
got a lot of free agents to get to. I made a lot.
I know. We gotta get moving here.
All right, we've only done 4, 5. All right, so let's do the big ones then. All right, hello, gentlemen. My name is Donkey Kong Sue. I am a defensive tackle, 32 years old, recently for the LA Rams. Last year I recorded 59 tackles.
Where did
4.5
Jordan sign?
sacks. What?
Where did Jordan sign?
Texans.
Yeah, good job.
All right, he offered me more guaranteed. 59 tackles, 4.5 sacks, 2 fumble recoveries, 4 tackles for loss, and 4 pass deflections.
He wasn't that good.
My last contract was a 1-year deal for $14 million with the Rams.
Hi, we're the Arizona Cardinals. We'd like to offer you a 1-year, $10 million guaranteed. All $10 million guaranteed.
Guys, a 1-year deal is guaranteed.
Not if you cut him.
Yeah, no, it is. It is.
We'll give you 2 years for $20 million.
All right, so
14 guaranteed.
Cardinals are offering me what?
2 years, $20 million. 14 guaranteed.
2 years, $14 million.
Marvin Lewis here.
Hold on, 2 years, $14 million.
2 years, $20 million. 14 guaranteed.
Don't lie.
Into the mic, Cardinals.
2 years, $20 million. 8 or 14 guaranteed.
Reed, go ahead.
Mr. Sue, Rams, we'd like to duplicate your contract. You won't have to move. You made it to the Super Bowl. We'll make it again.
So you want to offer me another 1-year, $14 million deal?
Yes.
No, thank you.
Cincinnati Bengals here.
Hey, real quick, where are you parking these days?
I was actually hoping that like it'd be better if I at least got Roby's spot. But
Well,
he's still parking like a shuttle distance away.
do you want to? We could pick you up if you want.
Can I have Stafford's spot?
Please take it.
Saffold.
All right.
I knew what he meant.
So, Bengals here. We lost Perfect. We need another guy to get a lot of unnecessary roughness calls.
He had one last year.
He's a known
You
dirty
guys are looking
player.
for a guy to stomp on somebody while they're
We're
down.
looking for someone really, kick them while they're down. We're going to offer
Is
Sue.
Perfect really gone?
Yeah.
Uh.
We're going to offer Sue. How old is he? Do we know offhand how old he is?
32.
32. I'm going to offer him a 3 years, 32 million with 12 guaranteed over the 4 years
And
or
that
3
is
years.
why you won't win a fucking
Didn't you just say
thing.
3 years, 32 million? And then 4 years guaranteed?
I misspoke and said 4. I meant over the 3.
I don't want you.
What team?
Any team.
Any
either
of
one.
any
All right.
team.
No more offers? Good?
That's what I got.
All right.
Remember, you're good friends with Aaron Donald.
The Cardinals are out.
Bitch.
So,
Well, fuck you too,
I'm
sir.
very intrigued. And I'm going to have to re-sign with the Rams. 1 year, $14 million.
No,
I don't have to move. I know I'm on a championship contending team.
but you can't play.
Better than what you had.
No.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if he can play. He's making money.
All right, real quick though. I know that you guys are a representation of 24 teams, but not one of them is the Rams. That's the Rams. Wayne from the Rams.
Where'd you get your guy, Ken? Where'd you get
Wayne.
your guy?
Wayne.
Fuck you, Wayne.
Where'd you get your guy, Wayne?
Thank you.
All right,
So we're
gentlemen,
glad
my
to be
name
back.
is Zadarius Smith. I am a 3-4 outside linebacker, but I will play 4-3 defensive end. I'm 26 years old. Last year I recorded 45 tackles, 8.5 sacks, a forced fumble, and 2 pass deflections, and I played all 16 games, started 8. My last contract was an entry-level contract at only 4 years, $2.8 million.
Hello, John here. If you don't know me now, I'm from the 49ers. I'd like to offer you a 4-year, $16 million contract with $4 million guaranteed.
All right, hold on. Say that again. 4 years.
16, 4 guaranteed.
Over how many years?
4.
New England here. 4 years, 15, 5 guaranteed.
Over.
Over the 4.
Pretty much offered.
Hi, we're the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, but we go to the Super Bowl.
We'd like to offer you a 4-year, $20 million deal with 5 guaranteed.
4 year, $20 million, 5 guaranteed. Yep. Over. 4? Overall
2
4?
years.
Over the 2 years? Yep.
Wayne from Green Bay. We'd like to offer you 1 year, $9 million.
How much guaranteed?
Any
Oh.
signing bonus?
We'll give you a $450,000 signing bonus.
$450K signing bonus. And then real quick, what's the stadium's parking policy?
Where do you want to park? I can offer
next to
you.
Aaron Rodgers.
I can offer you.
I want to park between Aaron Rodgers and Danica Patrick.
You can have Randall Cobb's old spot.
Sexually.
First of all, I'm about to say that. Second of all, yeah.
I can give you Danica Patrick. I can't give you Aaron Rodgers. Is that all right?
Cold. No, unfortunately, solicitation of prostitutes isn't legal. Robert.
I did
Oh, it is in New England.
No, it's in Florida. It is in Florida.
Come to the Bay, my
We'll
friend.
fly
Any
you
other
down there.
offers?
We'll fly you down.
What you got?
What'd you say?
Do you have another offer?
That's all you're getting from the. All you're getting from me.
Like any other teams? Have any other offers?
No.
Nope.
I got nothing.
All right.
You don't want to come to the Bay.
BEH is bleh.
New England.
Yeah.
You're $5 million guaranteed over 4 years.
Yep.
Can you give me $5 million guaranteed over 2?
Yep.
Sold.
Whatever. Your loss.
Your cap hit is, call it,
6
nah, it's like 5.5. 5.5 mil.
Wayne's got to run to the restroom.
Yeah, the Raiders signing LaMarcus Joyner
Wow.
in real life, not in this game.
Yeah, 4
Raiders,
years, 10 million, 10.5 million a year.
Well, they over fucking paid.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Who was the player I just signed?
Darius, man.
I couldn't remember the last name.
All right. Unfortunately, we had 8 GMs just go take a piss. So, hopefully none of them.
At the same time.
All right. Hello, gentlemen. My
Hello.
name is Clinton Dix.
Hi, Mr. Dix.
I'm 26 years old, and I'm a safety. Last year, I recorded 93 tackles, 1 sack, 1 fumble recovery, 2 forced fumbles, 3 interceptions, and 6 pass deflections. My last contract was my entry-level contract at 4 years for $8.3 million, with my 5th-year option picked up at $6 million.
Hi, we're the Detroit Lions.
Noticing a theme.
Yeah, if Kenny Sunkish get back down here, there's a couple of teams on his list I'd like to make Clinton Dix an offer. So if you can hurry up.
Hi, we're the Detroit Lions. We'd like to offer you a 4-year, $35 million deal with $10 million guaranteed.
4-year, 35 mil, 10 guaranteed over how many years?
We'll give you that in the first year.
What?
$10 million in the
You,
first
you
year.
can't guarantee me $10 million in the first year
Can you not?
when I'm not getting paid $10 million in the first year. Sure.
Over 2 years.
I mean, I'm sure you can by some NBA or NFL standard, but we're not doing that. All right, so, hey, 8 GMs over there that took a piss. I'm Clinton Dix.
Yes, haha. Actually, I heard you from the restroom.
Okay, anybody else have any offers?
Yes, I'm the Houston Texans.
Okay.
We just let Tyrann Mathieu walk. We got to replace him.
He got paid big.
Yeah. We're going to offer a 4-year, $38 million.
Yep.
With 9 guaranteed, $2 million signing bonus.
Guaranteed
9
over how many years?
3.
Over 3 and signing bonus
2.
of $2 million.
Yep, over the 4.
Okay.
All right. You okay?
Go ahead.
I'm the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm offering you a 3-year, $18 million deal with $6.5 million guaranteed. Nothing else.
Guaranteed over 3 years.
6.5 over 3 years.
Hey, Hashan. Wayne from Cleveland.
Oh, Cleveland.
I'd like to make you an offer. 4 years, 21, and 11 guaranteed over the 2.
All right.
And where do you want to park?
I think there's another team on Kenny's list over there that wants to make an offer.
If you're referring to the Giants, I'm not interested.
But they are.
We're interested, but we don't have a lot of money to work with. And I have to sign somebody in a draft.
These numbers don't reflect the draft. by the way.
Yeah, but I'm going to need somebody for the future.
Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna have to go with the Texans.
Good.
The signing bonus was a real thing there. Extra $500K a year. So yeah, I like that.
I was just throwing you my name.
I know.
So I said it was what 4 for
4 for
30.
38. So we call it 9. Call it 9 mil. These are all rough numbers.
Yeah.
It's the NBA. It's the MLB. We have luxury tax. All right. Hello, gentlemen.
How are
My
you?
name is CJ Mosley. I'm an inside linebacker, 26 years old. Last year, I recorded 105 tackles with 5 pass deflections, 1 interception, and I'm a mean black guy. My last contract was entry level, 4 years, $8.8 million, with a fifth option for $8.7 million.
Hi, CJ. I'm the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I have a feeling you'd be calling me.
We're going to offer you our stadium.
I'm going to offer you 4 years, $50 million.
For your 15?
50.
Oh, 50. Wow, that's a big difference.
10-year guarantee. 10 guaranteed.
Over
2 years. We're looking for you to replace this year with my heartful injury. Hoping that you can make our defense great again.
Hi, we're the Arizona Cardinals.
Okay.
We're willing to offer you a 4-year deal worth $64 million. We'll give you $15 million guaranteed, and we'll give you a $5 million signing bonus. $15 million guaranteed over the first 2 years.
Also, from the Steelers' standpoint, to get back at the Ravens for cutting.
what was the signing bonus?
Yes, they did.
For who?
They just didn't
For me?
franchise tag him.
I don't remember. $5 million,
they
I
didn't tag
think.
him.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but that still pisses
I don't remember
me
what I said.
They
Give him
didn't cut
$10
him.
million. Fuck it.
No, do 5.
CJ, it's Wayne from the Los Angeles Rams. Nothing glamorous. I'd like to offer
Subscribe.
you. I'd like to offer you 1 year, $12 million for a chance to win a Super Bowl.
I can't match anything.
And wherever you obviously, oh, where do you want to park?
All right, so, jeez, don't you know to creep up behind a linebacker like that?
Yeah, what's he doing over there?
Pittsburgh. So here's the deal. I like the ability to not have to move my family. It's close enough that I could commute on the weekends and whatnot. And I like the ability of playing for a team that still has a chance to win now. But I was offered a contract making $14 more million over the course of 4 years, and 5 more guaranteed, plus a $5 million signing bonus. So my agent has this counteroffer for you. Give me 5 years, $50 million, but I want $20 million of it guaranteed over 3 years.
He's thinking really hard to say yes. Just say it.
No. I'll offer you 17 guaranteed.
You're gonna let Mosley walk over $3 million?
Yes.
My offer stands at $20 million, guaranteed. It doesn't. I've seen other linebackers get big money, and I want the percentage of my guaranteed money.
Hey, CJ, Rams here. Wayne from the Rams.
Yes.
That's 5 years, $50 million with 20 guaranteed over 3.
I'd offer you 1 year, $18 million.
No.
1 year, $30 million.
I wish I had
We'll
that
see you
money
in
to
Pitt.
spend.
We agree.
We'll see you in Pitt. Your hit's $10 mil.
That's fine. Fucking great deal, by the way.
I mean, we're doing it for the sake of the game, but if you want to be real technical, your hit's actually 20 mil, but we won't get into that because you owe me all the guaranteed now. Dun, 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 dun.
It's okay.
All right, gentlemen, my name is Mark Ingram. I like PEDs. I'm also 29, and I'm a running back. Last year, I put up 645 rushing yards with 6 touchdowns at 4.7 yards per run. I also had 21 receptions for 170 yards and a touchdown. My last contract was 4 years, $16 million.
Hey, Mark. Wayne here from the Buffalo Bills.
All right, 2 old-ass running backs.
In this
You guys
world,
know you just signed Franco, right?
yeah, I was kind of pretending that we weren't. So, Mark, I'm out. Thank you, though. You're a good running back.
Hi. I have a bunch of offers for you.
Okay.
First offer from the Washington Redskins.
Yep.
I'd like to offer you a 2-year deal worth $10 million with a 5-year guarantee.
With a 5 guarantee?
Yep. Hi. I'm the New York Jets.
Okay.
I'd like to offer you a 3-year deal worth $18 million, 8 guaranteed.
Over how many years?
3. Hi. I'm the Indianapolis Colts. I'd like to offer you a 2-year deal worth $15 million, 4 guaranteed, all in the first year.
Souls is getting his guy today.
Houston Texans. We're going to offer you a 2-year, $14 million, completely guaranteed over the 2 years.
Any other offers?
Yeah, real quick, just Wayne from Buffalo again.
We want you.
Do you like the cold?
See, for me, weather doesn't matter. It's all about parking.
Okay. I could offer you no money,
I'm out.
but parking 14 miles away.
But you can still park in New Orleans.
Hi, we're the Baltimore Ravens.
Get out
Oh,
of here.
God.
Just drown in a hole.
I need to know your contract that you're offering me.
We'd like to offer you 3 years for $12 million. We'll give you $6 million guaranteed.
Fucking have them.
No thanks. I'm really upset the Saints didn't call. I'm gonna have to sign with Houston.
Houston.
It's a lot of guaranteed money.
Made them overpay.
Hey, it's
Is
a
that your plan?
Yep.
short drive, too. It's only about a 300-mile drive.
I said 2
Think-
years.
Is that right? 300 miles?
Yeah, $7 million cap hit. Yeah, go ahead.
The New York Jets have just signed linebacker.
No, they haven't signed anybody.
have just announced a potential deal with linebacker Anthony Barr from the Vikings.
Yeah.
Wow.
As long as CJ Moses is available, I'm okay.
All right, so we've got a couple big name guys I want to get to. So we'll Anthony Barr's off the table. So let's do. I got 5 more I really want to get to. We got time.
Let's do
do
5 more.
Let's speed
10,
them up.
10,
We'll do
23.
rapid fire. All right, hey gents, what's up? My name is Cole Beasley.
What up?
I'll go first. Hi, I'm the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to offer you a 2-year, $15 million deal. 10 of it guaranteed.
Cole, can you tell me about yourself a little bit real quick?
I don't have.
Shut up.
Okay.
This is a last minute ad. I'm sorry.
We lost Adam Humphries.
Yeah, I know what you lost.
I want you. I want you to replace him. I want you to be the end zone guy. Come to Tampa.
Hey, what did Tampa Bay offer you?
And we have Bruce Arians.
2 years, $15 million, $10 million guaranteed. Bruce Arians.
I'll give you Buffalo Wayne here. I'm going to give you 2 years, 17 guaranteed.
All of it.
All of it.
Hi there, we're the Baltimore Ravens. We'd like to offer you a 3-year deal worth $21 million. We'll give you $8 million guaranteed over the first 2 years.
Patriots here. 3 years. $18 million with 5 guaranteed.
Cole. Buffalo Bills here. Wayne.
Guaranteed over the first 2.
Cole, can you play here for 2 years and play in New England in the 3rd year?
So you're gonna trade me?
No, you're going to sign there in the 3rd year. Don't waste your time now.
No.
Cole.
I'm signing with Tampa.
All right.
I didn't need another contract offer. Don't jump the gun, Tampa. Wait for me to call you.
He was going to make another offer
No,
from a different team.
Were you?
Yeah.
Who?
Pittsburgh.
For what?
2 years, 10 mil.
Yeah, Tampa.
Yeah! I had the plan all throughout this whole series.
I hate that I have to do this for the Patriots.
All right, gentlemen. Brandon Marshall, linebacker from the Denver Broncos.
Hi,
we do the
we're the
wide
Los
receiver
Angeles
instead?
Rams.
Huh?
Can we do the wide receiver
No,
instead?
because he's been a free agent longer than free agency.
Hi, we're the Los Angeles Rams. We'd like to
Mhm.
offer you all the money guaranteed.
All the money you have?
Yeah.
What's your cap space at, Rams?
$22 million.
We'll give you $22 million guaranteed
Oh, my God.
For 1 year?
for like 15.
So $22 million contract
15
over 15 years? Yeah, no thanks.
Pittsburgh Steelers here.
Mm-hmm.
1 year, $8.5 million. With a $1.5 million roster bonus.
1.5 roster bonus. Okay.
Hi. How
Hi.
you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Good. I'm
the linebacker.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I am the Indianapolis Colts here. I'd like to offer you a 4-year deal worth $28 million. 12 of it guaranteed.
Bengals here.
Mm-hmm.
3 years, 31 million. Sorry, did I say 3 or 4 years?
3.
4 years. Sorry, 4 years,
Wow.
31 million. 6.5 guaranteed over the first 2 years.
Wayne.
Brandon, I'd like you to come to the winning NFC Championship, LA Rams, 1 year, $12 million, and a parking spot of your choice.
Can you park next to Sean McVay?
His car.
Parking spot of his choice.
Um,
and
You can kick field goals for him
$75 credit to In-N-Out Burger.
every day.
That's where you go get your team meals.
It's a lot of animal styles.
Yes, it is.
What do you got?
Hey, we're the Baltimore Ravens. We'd like to offer you a 3-year,
Fuck you.
$24 million deal. We'll give you $7 million guaranteed.
Decline it.
Give you $2 million signing bonus.
Decline it.
Hi, we're the Kansas City Chiefs.
You can accept that one.
We'll give you a 3-year, $15 million deal. We'll give you a $9 million guaranteed.
You should accept that one.
I was liking watching your face over there for that one. That was good.
It's like, ooh.
Hey, Wayne here from the Giants. One more call.
Hey, Wayne here.
Wayne here. Want to play in the Big Apple? 1 year, $5 million. That's it.
God, can we fire him?
Yeah.
Hey,
Wayne
Giants,
Gettleman sucks.
Giants didn't give me a lot of money to work with.
Hey, 49ers here. I'd like to offer you a 3-year, $50 million contract, all guaranteed.
3 year, 15 mil,
Yep.
guaranteed.
Yep.
Okay. I'd like to make one phone call to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
What's up, bro?
What's the best you can offer me?
What I got?
I want the best you can offer me for a 3-year contract.
3-year, $25 million.
3 year, 25.
The contract is going to have to be backloaded. Next year we have money, this year we don't.
So 3 year, 25 million,
12.5 of it guaranteed.
12.5
years?
guaranteed, and over 3 years, over the
Over
whole
2.
over 2. Over 2, and then does the 1.5 signing bonus carry over or roster bonus?
Yes, it does.
And I like your enthusiasm. You want to make the 1.5 roster bonus for the second year?
For sure.
Okay, it kind of goes against everything you just said to me, but okay.
We don't have the money, but how much money do you want
We
now?
have money. We have money, just not a lot. I don't plan on spending a whole lot this offseason.
Right, I'm signing with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Dude, this would be fucking dope.
Like a dip.
All right, so
Bruh.
$10 million cap hit because of the roster bonus.
Steelers are done.
Steelers are done. They're over the cap.
Are they?
Yeah, we just got fucking CJ Mosley and fucking Brandon Marshall.
Are you over the cap?
I'm fucking done. I'm $500,000 under, but I'm done with this year.
You guys got to cut Chris Boswell.
Whatever.
Ben can drop kick.
We're going to sign Lane Kiffin off of whatever college staff he's coaching.
Kendall, would you be happy with that offseason?
Absolutely.
Who do you got, Paul?
All right, hi, my name is Golden Tate.
Ugh! Fuck! Can I go back in my offers?
You can cut people to create cap room.
All right, fine. I'm the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Kyle, we
Hold
can't
on.
do this.
Yes, we can.
Hold on, I'm Golden Tate. I'm 30 years old, wide receiver, slot receiver specifically, or not necessarily. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Last year, over the course of 2 teams, I had 74 receptions for just under 800 yards and 4 touchdowns. I never found my niche in Philadelphia. My last contract though was 5 years, $31 million, and that contract spanned over 3 teams.
Hi, I'm the Pittsburgh Steelers here. Offer you
Seattle?
3-year, $39 million.
Hold on. So Pitt, what is it?
3-year, $39 million.
Oh my god.
3 year, 39 mil.
12.5 guaranteed.
You said he's 30 or 29?
30.
Hi there. We're the Detroit Lions. We would love to have you back. We'll give you a 2-year, $20 million deal. We'll give you $8 million guaranteed with a $2 million signing bonus.
Hey, Goldman. It's Wayne.
My name's Goldman's Tate. Yes, Wayne from the Buffalo Bills.
From the Buffalo Bills. I'd like to offer you 5 for $50 million, $20 million guaranteed over 3 years. Where do you want to park, Golden?
Wow.
Hi, Golden.
Next stadium.
I'm the Oakland Raiders.
That sounds about right.
I'd like to offer you a 3-year, $24 million deal, 8.5 guaranteed in year 3.
8.5 guaranteed
Mm-hmm.
in the third year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're okay.
Hi, Golden. We're the New Orleans Saints. We'd like to offer you a 1-year, $10 million deal.
Pat's here.
Ooh.
2 years, $22 million, 6 guaranteed, $1 million signing bonus. Guaranteed in the first or over the 2 years.
Hey, Golden Tate. We're the Arizona Cardinals.
Feels so popular.
We'd like to offer you a 2-year, $24 million deal. We'll give you $12 million guaranteed in the first year. We'll give you $1 million signing bonus on top of that.
Hey, Golden. I am the Washington Redskins. I'd like to offer you a 2-year deal worth $27 million with a 15.5 guaranteed money. And a $2.5 million bonus. Come play with us with Case Keenum.
Houston Texans here.
Oh my god. Glad I said this guy.
Golden Tate, 3 years, $30 million, 7 guaranteed, $2 million signing bonus.
All right, Golden.
You want to go?
Come play apart from Hopkins.
Oh, let me go because you went
Wayne,
twice.
what do you got?
Wayne, it's me from the Cleveland Browns. Wayne here. 2 years, $20 million, $15 million guaranteed wherever you want to park.
Hey, Golden. I'm going to offer you a 4-year, $52 million deal.
Who are you?
Can you hold the fuck on?
No.
Come on.
4-year, $52 million from the San Francisco 49ers. And about 15.5 year guarantee.
Hey, Golden. Tennessee Titans calling. We'd like to give you a 3-year, $30 million deal.
30 million?
Manillion. Over a 15-year
Milli
guarantee.
Vanilli Vanillion? 3 year, 30 million?
3-year, $30 million. We'll give you a $10 million guaranteed. $10 million guaranteed, and we'll give you a $3 million signing bonus on top of it.
Hey, Golden.
Oh, hey, Golden, I'd like to jump in before whoever this guy is.
Yes, Wayne from Denver.
Hey, Golden, it's Wayne from Denver. Thanks for picking up. I got 2 years, $18 million, $13 million guaranteed.
2 years,
For
18
who?
million. 2 years for 18 million?
And 13 guaranteed in the first year, obviously. And where do you want to park?
Golden.
Yeah.
I'm here from Indy.
Okay.
I'd like to offer you a 3-year deal.
Your shillelagh.
I'd like to offer you a 3-year, $30 million deal, 20 of it guaranteed. Let's win now. Play alongside T.Y. Hilton.
All right. Any more offers?
Did I give you one for the Saints yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
4 years, 10 million. Or 1 year, 10 million.
And a 5.5 year signing bonus from the Colts.
5.5 years signing bonus.
You got a calendar?
It's going to be great playing in Indy.
Thank you.
Oh,
Too bad you're not.
I am.
what was the deal?
3 years for 30 million with 20 of it guaranteed. Also 5.5 year signing, five and a half
that's-
million signing bonus over 3 years.
No brainer.
Take 13.5 off your cap. That won't make a difference to you.
Give it to
Not
the
at all,
drunk
dude.
GM.
Wait till you get to the one guy I want you to get
Hey
to.
guys, I'm Le'Veon Bell.
Hi, we're the Arizona Cardinals. I'd like to offer you $32 million a year,
I'm a running
guaranteed.
back. I'm 27 years old. I haven't played football in a year, and I reportedly weighed 260 at one point. But in 2017, I rushed for just under 1,300 yards with 9 touchdowns at 4 yards a clip. I also had 85 receptions for just over 650 yards and 2 touchdowns. The last contract I received was a franchise tag from the Pittsburgh Steelers for $12 million. Last year, I declined my franchise tag of 1 year for $14 million.
Hi, it's the Philadelphia Eagles.
Hold on, I'm not done.
Oh.
I have a number in mind. I wish to make $17 million a year.
Philadelphia Eagles.
But
have
guaranteed money
disconnected.
is more important to me than anything.
Hi, it's the Philadelphia Eagles. We'd like to offer you a 3-year, $45 million deal. We'll give you $35 million guaranteed.
3-year, $45 million, 35 guaranteed.
Hey,
It's
How
the
are ya?
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Good, how are you?
I'm the San Francisco 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to offer you a 4-year, $57 million deal. 40 of it guaranteed. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you? How's the Colts doing these days?
I'm good, but I'm right now the Jets.
Oh, how's the Jet?
I'm going to offer you a 5-year deal worth $80 million of 45 guaranteed.
Hey, hold on.
No.
Are you the Giants?
No, hold on a second, real quick. Listen to this. Hold on. Hold on.
While he's doing that,
Come on.
My name's John Elway. I'd like to offer you 2 years, $34 million to play for the Broncos.
How much guaranteed?
All of it.
All right.
I'm John Elway, by the way.
I just
You're
want you to
not
know
Wayne?
that even though you offered me a fully guaranteed contract, you're still offering me less guaranteed money than everybody else.
Yeah, but I'm John Elway. You see the quarterback we got?
Hey,
Yup.
we're the Baltimore Ravens.
Okay.
Baltimore Ravens would like to offer Le'Veon Bell a 5-year, $75 million deal. Give you 50 of it guaranteed.
Houston Texans. 4 years. I want to make sure I have the right number here. 4 years, $76 million, with 55 guaranteed over the first 3 years. $8 million signing bonus.
Hey, it's the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kansas City Chiefs would like to offer you a 3-year, $30 million contract, all guaranteed.
So he's going to shit that on that.
Hey, I'm the Indianapolis Colts. I'm offering you a 5-year deal worth $94 million.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
50 it guaranteed.
Any signing bonus?
Nah, but hold on. Hey, I'm the Oakland Raiders. I'm going to offer you a 5-year, $60 million deal. You can play with your boy Antonio Brown. And I'm going to give you $45 million guarantee after the first 2 years.
Any more offers?
We lost 8
Hey,
GMs.
I'm the Pittsburgh Steelers.
1 year, $500,000.
I'm going to give you a 3-year deal worth $36 mil.
Well, is this serious?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's all you get from me.
Dude, you're out of cap space.
Shut up.
For this year, we have an $80 million next year, bro.
Yes, but how can you sign him to that?
All right.
this
So I'm
year?
gonna cross Pittsburgh out. Any other contract offers?
Bend to this thing.
Buffalo.
You still talking Bill? All right.
Yeah, I've yet to receive an offer from Kelly. Jim Kelly.
Jim Kelly? Well, I just signed the boys I wanted.
All right. Any other offers? We're running out of time. So. We sure there's no other offers?
Yarp.
Kyle, you sure? Kyle, you sure?
You want to... Hi, we're the Jets.
Here you go. Sure the Bears aren't going to offer anything? Because
Hi,
they already did in real life.
Hi, we're the Bears. We'd like to offer you a 5-year deal worth $75 million, all of it guaranteed.
All right, so let's see here.
Hold on.
No, I'm just
Hi,
kidding.
I'm the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, I'm listening.
I'm going to offer you a 2-year, $40 million contract.
$40.
Bucks.
$18 million guaranteed. We're gonna join Club Mac.
If I'm gonna be Le'Veon Bell, I have to turn on the Chicago contract. All right, so I there's a couple things I didn't write down. So Philly's out. I would like to get rid of Denver's out. Jets are out. based off the contract I was offered. 49ers are out. All right, so we're down to the Colts and the Texans. So Texans, you offered me $55 guaranteed with an $8 million signing bonus. How many years for the guaranteed money?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the first part of the
How
question.
many years for the guaranteed money? $55 million guaranteed.
Over the first 3.
Okay. And then Colts, you offered me $50 million guaranteed over how many years? You gave me a 5-year contract, $50 million guaranteed.
2.
Look forward to playing in Indy. Just a quick note for the Le'Veon Bell deal for Kansas City. I just wrote no. And then for the Golden Tate deal, I wrote for the offer that Massey gave me for the Detroit Lions. Here are my notes for that one. The Detroit Lions, I
Is
wrote...
it LOL now?
No, I wrote, go fuck yourself.
All right.
You traded me, you bastards.
Yeah,
All right, that's our free agency game.
Nice.
Hey, I'd like to give Riddler a really big, golf clap. I'll tell you what, you guys watching and listening back home.
Kurt Angle's wrestling a farewell match at WrestleMania, by the way.
Oh, really? That's a bummer. Guys watching on the YouTube channel, I mean, this packet was very thorough. I mean, he has the freaking logos for every team. It's just,
Job well done.
Yeah.
Job well done.
I tell you what, we talked
I wasn't
a big
sure how
here.
quick or fast it was going to go, so there's other free agents that we didn't get to, but
does he do?
I did the big ones that were left.
But the thing is, I'd like to do this again, even if it was like fake. Like even if like these the players weren't on the table or whatever, I'd love to do this again.
Hey, PGA free agency sponsorships coming up.
Hey.
NASCAR too.
I mean, I got the number 27 car. I'm for Dokalax. So if you guys want to, Jeff Gordon, if you want to, do anything, Wow. Tough crowd.
So we
Anyway.
get a little bit of time before we get to social media plugs.
Sure.
Realistically, you know who has money to spend. You guys have studied your packets, and NFL's obviously our stronger subject. Where do you see Bell playing for 2019?
Colts.
You think so?
Yeah, either the Colts or the Jets. They're going to offer him the most money.
I don't think the Colts are going to offer him a big contract.
I think they're going to offer him a big
got-
short term.
They got 2 young guys, though, that have been producing well for them. I don't know that they're going to be willing to fuck up all that chemistry behind the offensive line and everything that's been doing so well.
My thing, I think Mac is good, but I think that the Colts division it's not anyone's division. I mean, the Texans won it, but the Colts could very easily take over that division. And we've seen some of the powerhouse teams in the AFC are kind of not what the Steelers aren't what they were.
They have Big Ben. They will win until he's gone.
I had the chance actually.
God, they missed the playoffs last year.
I had the chance actually to talk
Not
to Dan.
him.
Listen, I'd like to speak for a
Well,
moment.
hold on.
if
I'm
that's
going to
okay.
play with Mock for a little bit.
No, it's not a fight. It's just
No, because you think the Browns are a shoe fit for win the division. You're wrong.
Listen, no.
I believe
Please,
the term is shoe-in.
So remember here, I'm a Steelers fan. I'm on your side.
Can I please have the floor for 1 second?
All right, 1 second. I got you.
All right. Until
One.
the Cleveland Browns go over 500, they are no longer a shoe-in.
I didn't say they were.
Yes, you did. I had the tech to prove
I didn't say they were a shoe-in.
You said it's their division to
In my
lose.
opinion, going into the season, I think it's their division to lose.
And I think Baker Mayfield is going to suck ass this year.
On what grounds?
On what grounds?
Hey, whoa.
On what
Riddler's
grounds?
writing a sophomore slump/spotlight article again.
May I interject real quick,
No.
just for free agency update?
Go ahead.
Unless it's the Bears signed
The
Bryce.
Broncos have reached an agreement with Kareem Jackson on a 3-year contract.
Yeah, dude, he sucks.
Oh, it's a semi-intriguing signing, but so is he okay on your end?
Go ahead.
So I had the chance, and here's the thing.
No,
I've seen
hold
so
on.
much.
But we're getting off topic. Though. Bell.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So I've seen a lot of nonsense about Le'Veon Bell and where he's going to go. Jets are big contenders, Colts big contenders. Even the Raiders are still in the mix for Le'Veon Bell. And, if he is fantastic, great. I spoke with the Riddler earlier today on the phone, and you know what? He brought an intriguing point up today. and it's the Chicago Bears. Let's put it this way. I think no matter what, Jordan Howard is kind of on a trade block.
Yeah.
For right or wrong, Jordan Howard is sort of a trade person, okay? Now, an addition of Le'Veon Bell is a huge signing for the Bears, and they have the money to do so. They have the money to kind of, to play around with, and they have the roster to kind of play around with.
So here's my take on it as a Bears fan. They just restructured Eddie Goldman's contract to save $2.5 million in cap. Amos and Callahan are both free agents. They're going to see what they're worth in the market. Cap space-wise, they have enough money to get Bell and re-sign one of those defensive backs. And the contract with Bell would essentially be something along the lines of lower salary, high signing bonus starting next year. This coming year, he would get a little bit less money, but it would be guaranteed. And then the year after, he would get a lot of signing bonus money. And the Bears could do it. Ryan Pace is a chance taker, and they've expressed that Jordan Howard doesn't have the wiggle that they need. And I think if they were to pull Bell, which is not that far out. I mean, look at Ryan Pace. Ryan Pace wanted Mitch. He traded and got Mitch. He wanted Khalil Mack. He did what it took to get Khalil Mack. He wasn't afraid of overpaying. I don't think he's going to be afraid of overpaying for Bell if he really wants Bell. He's a risk taker, and Matt Nagy's a disciple of Andy Reid, and that's a whole system of risk takers. And my whole deal is, if they were to sign Le'Veon Bell to a 4-year deal where all of his money guaranteed is done by the end of the third year, they can choose to cut him or not when it's time to pay Trubisky. I don't think they're going to sign him because I think the Jets and the Colts would be willing to extremely overpay.
Everybody has said the Jets.
The Jets are the front runners. But the thing with
the Jets were also the front runners for Kirk Cousins last year.
And the Steelers are front runner for Thropeyer.
The problem with the Jets thing is with Bell, just like it was during his franchise tag thing, is there's been no actual word from Bell or his agent. The whole thing has been from whatchamacallit, from cap space.
Yeah.
That's really what it's from. So the Jets have the most money to offer and are in more need of a running back than the other team.
Right.
So I wouldn't be surprised if it happened. I wouldn't be surprised. It'd be very tight squeeze, and the Bears would have no free agency wiggle for the next 2 years, pretty much.
I think it'd be worth it.
Granted, they can cut like a Mukamara and stuff like that. They can make cap space,
Right.
but every team does it every year. The Jaguars cut $30 million worth of cap space so they could sign Foles. But
the cap space isn't real. We've seen that with teams like the Rams and the Eagles. You could always make more cap space if you need it.
I'll tell you what, as a Steeler fan, I don't know what Souls' opinion is on this. I've been very disappointed in how this entire offseason has unfolded.
Who would you prefer acted out more, Bell or Brown?
Well, it's irrelevant for me.
Bell didn't act out.
Exactly.
I think you're wrong.
Bell didn't act out. Bell was selfish.
He drew a line in the sand and stuck to it.
Yeah, he drew a line in the sand for money purposes and stuck to it.
And the
he
rumor
was
right
never
now is
he was
that-
never an issue in the locker room.
The rumor right now is that from a source to my phone, which is probably wrong, but Golden Tate to the Steelers or the Jags.
Well, the point I'm trying to make is that what's
news-
going is great, but it's irrelevant.
The only news we've gotten on Bell so far was Bell put out a tweet earlier today saying, decisions, this is tough.
Yep.
Right.
And that was it.
So, as a Steeler fan, it's like I agree with the management standpoint is that you don't want anyone in like your competitive standpoint. Now, Brian, going to the Raiders, if it is in fact true, we have until whatever date it is that it is official. Was it
Friday?
The Friday.
You know why they
what
traded
it
him?
is. Well, no, so I'm not concerned about why we traded him. I don't care about that. Honestly, if it was my way, Brian would have been a Steeler for life, and I think for a lot of people would have been that way.
I don't think you're right.
But you can't say that in hindsight.
I can't.
Because
After what he did, okay? After what he did, after
listen.
throwing out one of the best quarterbacks of our generation under
you're
the
absolutely
bus,
right. You're
he's done. He's going to have a very rough time Adjusting to Oakland.
You're right. And listen, I'm not defending the ability and what his statistics are going to be. The point I'm trying to make is, in a perfect world, what you and what I would have wanted forever is that Bell, Brown, and Roethlisberger would have been a trio for as long as until he retired or whatever. But it didn't pan out to be that way. And the thing is, the whole situation has been very emotionally, degrading or whatever I'm trying to say. But what it comes down to is Brown going to the Raiders it's whatever. I wish it wasn't in the same conference, though I'm not confident that the Raiders are ready. The signing there is going to make them to be a division winner. I don't think that's the case at all. What I'm saying is that, wherever Bell goes, I would hope that, personally, I would hope that no matter what, he's out of the division, because you know what? I just don't want to hear about it.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear about it. I'm tired of it.
I do think
It
that
unfolded the way that it didn't want for me. It unfolded negatively, and I don't want to hear about it. I'm so tired of it. So that's what I want.
I do think that Brown to the right can start to open the door. I mean, they didn't trade any of their first round pick. They have 3 first rounders this
Perhaps
year.
you're right. I
So
agree.
that they can still bring in other assets. I mean, Bell would be the icing on the cake, but
For sure.
I do think that we're going to see the Raiders start to make strides.
I don't think so.
The problem with the Raiders is that they're in a time right now where the Chargers are good.
Yeah, and the Chiefs are good.
And the Chargers are good with cap space to play with for years to come. And the Chiefs are really good right now with people still on rookie deals.
Yeah.
And when the time comes for them to sign those players, they will have the money to do it. So the Raiders, I don't know. The problem is the Raiders, what they're going to need to do with one of their top 5 draft picks or through free agency is they're going to need to make a serious push at getting somebody to play 2. Because if they don't get a legit second receiver in there, Bell's just going to get or Brown's going to get covered. Double covered the whole time.
I think that the Raiders really needed to address their defense.
Which they can do with their 3 first-round picks.
But
Well, I think that's...
you think that.
I think they're going to address defensively through the draft.
Did you think that? Yeah, they can address defensive tackle from 4 to 20. Defensive players are gonna go.
If you don't think that they're going
Yeah, but at the same
Devin
time-
Bush with which Devin White from LSU with the 4th overall pick.
If the Raiders pick Devin White with the 4th overall pick, they're done.
But here's the thing: it doesn't matter because they have, for years to come, next 3 years, they have draft selection power, including in this year, to move 2 first-round picks up.
Yeah.
I mean, the Bills, I wouldn't be surprised if the Bills or the Lions would be willing to trade their first-round pick for both the late first-round picks from the Raiders. Because here's the thing. When you trade up in the draft in the first round, it costs you a lot of collateral. But it costs you... The reason it costs so much teams like the Bears when they traded up for Mitch, it cost them so much collateral was because the Bears wanted to part ways with picks that weren't that year. If you're trading away 2 picks for this year in the first round, teams don't have to trade their draft board that much. They don't have to change things up that much. They get to go after guys that they weren't going to get to go after in the second round, and they get to get 2 of them.
And I think that people underestimate what Pittsburgh's going to do.
I think that the Raiders are going to be a real good contender in 4 years. Nothing to do with Gruden. I think Mike Mayock was brought in simply for drafting.
Oh, yeah.
And he's going to do a good job
Because
doing it.
people think that Brown is factored now, which he is. Okay? But in 4 years' time, or not even, what I'm trying to say is that this Pittsburgh Steelers, in 2003, they traded up to get Troy Palmer with the 14th pick, the 17th pick, right? I think this year they're going to trade up again. They're going to get the guy that they want, and he can end up being the guy that everyone truly underestimates.
All right, Matt, so you got something? Then we got to get the beer
Free
review.
agent signing. The Bills have signed center Mitch Morse from the Kansas City Chiefs. $44.5 million, $26.5 guaranteed.
Yeah,
Wow.
good job.
That was quick comment. That was the only negative thing to our game is just you guys weren't offering enough guaranteed money.
Right.
That's the big thing right now is guaranteed money.
Right.
Players want somewhere between 35
Yeah.
and 55%
I'll
of
tell
their
you what,
contract guarantee.
on a premise, for someone to step into our show knowing nothing about us And knowing that, we know nothing about what the inner workings
The
of
financial side.
Exactly. Let's say what the Riddler did an 115% job, creating the show. The package is amazing. Say what, don't throw your package because that's amazing. What the Riddler did.
You can throw them away.
Well, and I tell you what, and we did, if we did a 55% job on what he prepared, I consider it a good show because. The Riddler did it himself, and we for no preparation, we tried to do what we could, and none of us here are professionals, and we a lot of times, myself included, we think we know more than we do, and that's entirely true.
Or ingest more than you should.
Exactly. And,
All right, beer reviews.
Salt.
Toothpick.
So Too Juicy but
is always
the second favorite beer of mine.
Mm-mm.
It's in your
It
top.
wasn't always.
It's your top 5.
Today.
Kyle, a year ago, there was no beer that could beat that beer.
Yeah, well, Super Duper Double Citra.
I tell you, every week you're getting better at saying the name.
But like this beer is just so godly. Like to me, it's the best beer I've ever had.
How many stars?
18.5.
So it's a 5.
This Hull's beer here from Hull's Brewing Company.
Asterisk rating.
I can understand why it was discontinued.
Asterisk rating though, because it's a year old.
I gave it 2 stars. I mean,
Serviceable.
serviceable.
Could you crush like a 6-pack after a softball game?
Yeah, it's too expensive
So
to buy
softball
it for
beer.
that. But
Like the Barstool Pizza review, Dave Portnoy says it's football pizza.
yeah,
This
Like-
would be football beer or softball beer.
but like only if it was there. Like I wouldn't go out of my way to get it.
Right, but I'm saying, like if you went to a package store
Yeah.
and you saw a 6, if you had to bring your own beer.
I'd probably still get Bush over this.
Now, Riddler, I'm curious because you and I, we have a kind of an in-depth type of beer like this. Now, Mock, you've had Red Dog as well.
Fuck did you just say?
Red Dog.
Yep, Red Dog.
So we're talking beer that you can't get Red Dog all the time.
You can't get Red Dog at all.
Well, I mean, we've
Gone.
had right, but we've had Red Dog till the finish. Red Dog versus beers like that, Mock. How can you rank that versus a beer like a discontinued beer?
This is below Red Dog.
So you have
Red
a love
Dog,
for Red Dog.
Red Dog is probably the superior shit beer because it's filling.
It's
got
filling and the logo's fantastic.
Yeah, it's got a full body.
Okay,
Yeah,
no.
it's
All right, well,
if the Chicago Bulls and Cleveland Browns fuck, Red Dog.
Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta play this. For the
What do
show.
you got?
For the show. Schaefer. Let's talk about Schaefer for a second. Have you had Schaefer?
I've had it, but not often enough. I would put this over Schaefer only because I'm not as familiar with it.
Schaefer is kind of like Miller Lite.
Schaefer at Miller Lite? Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I tell you, we
But
gotta
what
talk off air. You and
the
I.
worst shit beer ever. The worst shit beer you can ever have is Miller High Life Light out of a bottle.
He's absolutely. I think in general, any Miller High Life Light is the worst ever.
Well, high life in
Mass?
general.
That's incorrect, and I'll kill you.
Mass.
FBI, find me.
How much guaranteed?
45.
Whatever the Rams have to offer.
That's not nice.
All right, what do you got? Beer?
I've been on a Relic Brewing kick.
Pina colada.
Yeah.
One for each
Um,
hand. Let's sail with Captain Morgan. We'll never leave dry land. Garth Brooks, come on in.
Mass?
So I had Ryepocalypse by Relic Brewing. Pretty good. Interesting flavor combination. When I had it with the crackers that I was eating earlier, tasted very barbecuey.
Ritz.
It was disgusting.
It had Ritz
But the
crackers.
best thing that I had was actually the private stock.
Crown Royal Peach again?
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, if any of
I
you
can't
want to
drink whiskey, and this is fantastic.
any of you want to like go out and like here's the deal. I've supplied a good number of bottles for the show. Anybody wants to go out and buy like it doesn't be expensive. Like this was like $25. Anybody wants to go out and do this? I would drink this over the private stock. I've been sipping on this all night.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to go buy a bottle of Crown. We should just start making the private stock Crown flavors. Not the maple though.
Why
Not
can't we
that.
try the maple?
Because the whole house will smell like it. Red Baron, we got to get going. Let's go.
right.
We got beer reviews. Molotov Heavy.
Hey, Riddler has helped me through my beer selection because I trust him, and he's a excellent booze reporter. I had the Molotov Heavy from Evil Twin, about $17. This is a very very exclusive select beer. Don't know if it comes out how often. Riddler can confirm that. Roughly about 17%. Evil Twin. It said it was brewed like in the South Carolina region. It's a dark beer. It's got black in color, caramel, chocolatey, coffee scent. Flavor kind of matches that. Unbelievable. If you guys are a big, stout type person, porter type person, that type of dark beer. Unbelievably tasty. It's 17%, so it lasted me the entire show. I try not to be like a drunkard and, just rock it for the first hour because I would have been gone. But if you're in this type of beer, excellent. I enjoy it. I back it immensely. The Maltar Heavy, get it, Evil Twin, 2019, K. Reed.
Riddler?
Books closed.
I started off with the Super Duper Double Citra double IPA from Thomas Hooker Brewing in Hartford, Connecticut. It's right outside of Branford. That's a joke. I thought someone would laugh. It's about $15 a 4-pack, though. 8% alcohol. I got golden straw color, bread and citrus aromas, grainy floral taste. I gave it 3.5 stars. I said sure that I'd get it again. I understand why Souls likes it. It's his style of beer. He's all about the juicy, hazy style IPA. I'm not. I like the very bitter, clear IPAs with a lot of punch.
Like the maltier side of
like
them, right?
the Dogfish 120s.
Yeah.
And then I finish off with from Machcine Washable, the Crucial Mass double IPA from Counterweight out of Hamden, Connecticut. 2 CT beers today. Also 8% straw golden color, grainy, citrusy, caramel, earthy, and floral notes. But grainy, earthy, and skunky taste. Not skunky in a bad way. Not skunky like Heineken and Rolling Rock. Skunky like it's just got that unique kind of like, the fuck is that?
Yeah.
I give it 3 stars, though. I said maybe I'd get it again. It's a serviceable double IPA. I mean, it's definitely like a bring it to watch a game kind of thing, Drink a couple of them. And, that's the beer review. So, unfortunately, for the next 2 weeks...
2 weeks.
We will not have Machcine Washable on the show.
Well, we don't know for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna try and Skype in.
He will be in the Czech Republic catching Pokemon.
Yep.
It's the only reason he's going there. Family is not a factor for him. All he's going to do is try to get people to reference Captain's Realty and catch Pokemon. But we will miss Machcine greatly. We'll have to plan something big for when you come back. A good show featured around you.
What week are you back?
2 weeks from now.
I'll
3
be
weeks
back.
from now.
That's not good enough.
April 1st is
All
my
right.
first show back.
Yep. All right. So next week, though, I don't know what we're going to cover. It's going to be a surprise. We're going to figure it out as the week goes on. Might be short-staffed outside of Machcine Washable. Figure it out. But make sure you tune into all of the PPRN network shows, especially ours. Mach, where can they find us?
Be sure to find us on Facebook and Instagram at Getting Sports with Drunk. Twitter is GSWD_4.
Make sure you use the hashtag GSWD for all your daily uses, whether it's getting slammed off the Crown Peach or going over the salary cap with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Be sure to subscribe to Podbean, iTunes, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, anywhere.
Where you find podcasts, internet radio shows, and all things godly.
Yes,
you find us.
We're on PPRN every Monday from 8 to 11.
We're in the Bible, John verse 3.
Listen, Wednesday night, we're going down to Litchfield Distillery. We're going to hang out with them for a little bit, check out the facility, sit with some of their people.
Live feed coming.
Yeah. It's going to be a recorded episode. We'll probably air it next Monday. But we're going to have some video stuff. We'll
figure it out.
We'll have some stuff up there. Check it out. We'll be there next Wednesday around 7 p.m.
Isn't it this Wednesday?
Yeah.
This Wednesday.
We're gonna
The
see
next
if we can
one
get, We're going to
coming.
see if we can get it aired during Easter as well.
Yeah. So check it out. There'll be more on our social stuff about that. But check out the Peter Pino show tomorrow night. Me and Kendall will be down there 7:30 to 10:30.
Already.
I'll be back in a couple weeks.
Shout out to Machcine Washable.
Shout out.
We're going to miss him.
Hey, I tell you what. You and your dad brought back some really excellent beers.
I'm gonna bring back some different stuff.
I hope so. I'm sorry, because we had a pretty good review last time, and that was at the Hamden studio. We're in a fresh spot.
We're also going to need you to text in your...
The bracket?
No, Well, yes, you're going to need your March Madness bracket. We're also going to need your Toast of Excellence every week.
Okay.
So,
Our beer madness bracket.
yeah, well, that's different. We're going to need submissions by the end of the week for that, though.
Right.
So, anyway, that'll be a surprise for next week. Anyway, until next week, I'm your hostess, Cookie the Riddler.
I'm Mark.
Sheen Washable.
Nope.
I'm Kyle.
The Mask Chris Massey.
And I'm the Red Baron.
No. Yeah.